My fellow Americans and autists who voted for Trump, it's your boy Dank Brandon here. Well, here's a joke for you. What do Willie Brown and the 2024 presidential election have in common? Kamala Harris blew both of them. I shouldn't have said that.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
I'm sorry. No, 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 no. Why?
It's all right. It's all right. I feel that way too. It's all right. We feel that way together, okay? Let it out.
Jesus Christ! I'm so pissed off! Fuck! 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 God damn it!
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
EBT's and above. EBT's and above.
Kaya, please just fucking go, but just stop.
Whatever suffering could possibly come to you. If you are a Republican and try to start any kind of nonsense with me in person, you will lose your life.
And just now, Elon Musk did a German World War II salute.
Last night, I was at Benihana with my girlfriend, and the server said, "What about you, sir? What would you like?" My girlfriend, God bless her heart, steps in, says, "Actually, that's ma'am."
Good writing, Diane. It's a lot like a great cup of coffee. When it's made right, it just warms you from the inside out.
You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Which podcasts are you listening to? Which accounts are you subscribing to? I'm interested, like, genuinely.
We'll give you a moment to do some introductions, but before we do that, guys, hoist them if you got them. Let's give a toast to the inauguration of our 47th president. In fact, what may soon become the God Emperor, Donald J. Trump. Throw him back, gang.
Cheers.
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 Yeah. Sorry about you being Canadian, Beck.
Silent Hill F was made for women.
That's why Airbag likes it so much. True.
And I see you, Hypno. Hypno says that's gay. Smash AT. What the fuck?
I mean, sleeping with McDuggan's body pillow.
Look. This is the way I think about McDuggan's. Is
I'm straight, but sometimes in Dragon Age Inquisition, I got in a relationship with one of the male characters.
If you turn the lights off, you don't know what kind of hole it is. It doesn't matter. You just shut the lights off, and everyone's the same. True.
I think Jay just got a clip right there.
Well, Jay, she's a prized urinalist.
Oh, is she?
Well, I mean, she hasn't won any awards, but she's been nominated. So...
like Yote.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect. She's the Yote of journalism.
Of journalism, indeed.
Woke, gay, and doesn't win shit. Excellent.
Anyway, thank you, Destructive Disc, by the way. I appreciate you. And I appreciate everybody. Anyway, so let's get back to the super chats. So let me see. We got JayViper with a 2. I never. I didn't even see this super. I didn't even read the super chat. I'm over here fucking going off right now, and this super chat is on screen the entire time. Holy shit! This is the best $2 you ever spent. This shit's up the entire time. Yeah, this is your pile of poop face moment, like Jaffe. That is great.
People are rising up, the legends here tonight. Crowd going wild under bright pixel lights. His blue eyes are glowing and he's always ready to fight. He's got the killer skills to make the woke completely combust in flames. Throws down the hard truth bombs they hate, but the base trust his game. Keeper, commander, relief, mouse clicks precise in his command. He plays the field like a pro and leaves every opponent on reprimand. Heartbeats racing fast, the screens are lighting up and glowing wild. Legend fully loading, no one's ever gonna slow him down. Our king's on the throne now, wearing the ultimate crown. JayViper is awesome, so awesome. He's so good looking, it's true. Crowds in total love, wear it all. Hearts all shaking hard, keep shaking. Go Jay, go Jay, go. He's unstoppable, unstoppable. King of the game, no doubt, no doubt. Viper's ruling now, let's shout. JayViper, JayViper, hands up. Yeah, he's phenomenal. How is this possible? Blue eyes shining bright like a vast endless pixel sky at night. Gaming reflexes razor sharp, his instincts never miss the fight. He's the ultimate joystick legend, mastering every single controller. Keyboard king, reigning supreme, every move of nation. JayViper is awesome, so awesome. He's so good looking, it's true. Crowds in total love, wear it all. Hearts all shaking hard, keep shaking. Go Jay, go Jay, go. He's unstoppable, unstoppable. King of the game, no doubt, no doubt. Viper's ruling now, let's shout. JayViper, hands up. Yeah, he's phenomenal, phenomenal. From shooters to RPG campaigns, he dominates every game. Tweets go viral, woke rage rising, busted slate. He beat the game. JayViper is awesome. It's so true. He's so good looking. We love him. Crowds in total love. He's so fun. Hearts all shaking hard. We're quaking. Go Jay, go Jay, let's go. He's unstoppable, no stopping him. King of the game, no doubt, no doubt. Viper's ruling now. We near JayViper, 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 JayViper. JayViper is so freaking awesome.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the show, number 126. We are counting up. We are still going upwards. There's no counting down, by the way. We will be only adding to the number, no matter how much they see. It's true. But we have, man, there's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on. We get some trailers, check out movie, games, some game updates, and of course, we'll be getting into the big things. The Fauci Congress sit down, pleading the fifth. Yeah, wasn't much of an interview, but that pissed a lot of people off. It's funny to watch people defend that. It's kind of insane. But there's people who are upset about it. Whatever. And then, we've got Halo stuff. Plenty of that. My hair's a mess. What the hell's going on? It's kind of just sticking up all over the place. But yeah, we've got plenty of things to go over today. And I did start a little early. So hopefully people trickle in. I do see some people here. What's up? But yeah, we started a little early. Well, I'm starting late / early because really, generally it would be 7:30. But I was like, yeah, it's going to be closer to 9. But then our plans got rolled back. But then we changed our mind again and went fed ducks. And I kept moving the time. So I don't know what happens on YouTube when that happens. But yeah, good to see you here, though. Appreciate you showing. Appreciate you very much. I do realize that my chat is being a little goofy. When I look at that here, whatever. I'll figure it out. It's not a big deal. But yeah, I do see we got Furious Dan's here. What's up, man? The first one in, by the way. GG's, Dan. Hail to you as well. Hopefully you're doing fantastic. I do appreciate you being here. I see Roadkill out there. Yo to you as well, Roadkill. How are you doing, my friend? Hopefully also fantastic. Made it to the beginning of the show, too. My God. You're on a roll. This is something. You don't see this every fucking day. But yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of crazy stuff going on today that I saw, but there was a few things yesterday. Yesterday, we got a little Double Fine news, and man, it's like predicted. Of course, a lot of you are familiar with Double Fine. It was being said they were closing like about, a month or so ago, maybe a little more. I'll have to double check. But in any case, a lot of people thought that was getting closed down by Microsoft, but they struck a deal and get to go out on their own. Pretty much kind of the same thing because, well, there were some layoffs there today. So yesterday, but they didn't want to tell anyone on X, which is hilarious. Only on Blue Sky. But yeah, we'll be going over that and kind of what led to that, I think. We'll be talking about a little bit what led to that. It's their fault. I mean, let's be real. What else we got going on? I think, well, we have other little things too, but yeah, let's, first things first, I think we really need to get into the pre-stream party crashers because we had a kind of a banger show up. I'll be real. And it was by a legend. It was by a legend who blesses us from time to time. But let's get into the pre-stream party crashers right now.
I said, ooh, come on, baby, turn the lights off.
This is live, by the way. If anyone doesn't know, this is recorded live right now. I'm doing this at this very moment. Literally me. And everyone just enjoys the hell out of it. Look how happy they are to be there. Incredible. Truly incredible. That's right. That's all me. All of it. But look at what we got for the pre-stream party crashing right off the freaking bat. It is Valkyria Winter, the legend himself, dropping a 5 gift membership banger and making brand new chuds. We'd love to see it. And the people who got it, we got Nice Colson got it. We got Bakes. We also have Dirty D Senpai got it. We've got Sheriff Blix and 10TF Gaming all got well, not gut, but we're actually made chuds. You are now chuds. So I hope that's okay with you. And if it's not, too bad. It's just too bad because you are now. But yes, with that, of course, Valkyria Winter, an absolute legend around these parts. So let's celebrate Valkyria Winter before the hugs.
Valkyria Winter rules.
Valkyria Winter does rule. Thank you, Valkyria. I appreciate you. And with that, we shall start handing out hugs immediately.
Can I have a hug?
No.
Give me a hug.
No way.
Come here.
I'm not coming over there.
Let's go.
Hey, don't touch me.
That guy doesn't want a hug. What's up with that? Why doesn't that guy want hugs? Why does he want to become a chud and accept it? My God, Seth Green, get with it. But yes, thank you very much, Valkyria Winter, and welcome to all the brand new chuds. Shout out. That puts us 5 away from tier 1 and having a gaming stream already. That's insane. So if anyone wants to pop us over, and of course we are 35 away from the wig. Yeah, but no one wants to see that. Oh, that reminds me, I forgot to post that I'm live in freaking, that's so annoying. I forgot to post I was live in Discord. Hold on, that's very important. I got to post it. Hold on. Now you get to see behind the curtain real quick. Live now on YouTube. Friend. There, we'll just do it really quick and tag everyone in the world. There we go. Send it. Boom. All right, there we go. I feel better. I forgot to do that. I don't like missing that. It's bad. Slanesh embraces all? My goodness. Are we allowing Slanesh in here? Is this a thing? If it is, this is the first I've heard of it, but shout out Slanesh, I guess. What's up, Grogbass? Good to see you. Those are some dance moves. They are dance moves. They are categorized specifically as dance moves. But nothing else, really. Yeah, nothing. We won't go further into it than that. We won't. But yes, thank you again. I appreciate that. Shout out to you. Okay, it looks like my chat's working again. Okay, we're good. It just, man, it was being stupid. It was being absolutely dumb. Damn it. But yeah, so first things first, let's get into some content, shall we? And we got Killer J here. What's up, man? Wieners to you as well, my friend. You can become a member right here, right now, Killer J. Hit tier 1 and use actual wiener emotes. Just saying. I'm just saying, this could be you right now if you wanted it. If you wanted it, it's true. So I haven't watched this. I saw that this was announced today, and I bookmarked the fuck out of it. Jumanji Open World is coming December 25th, and we just got the first trailer for it, and it's a legit 3-minute trailer. It's not some bullshit. It's like a full-ass trailer. It's a little ways away. So let's watch it. Now, I don't know if anyone else has watched The Rock, Kevin Hart, Jack Black Jumanji before. It was just right. Well, hopefully this is a step up. I mean, it made money, though. I mean, for the kids, I'm sure they liked it. The original Jumanji is Robin Williams. I don't even know how you make a new one, but they didn't really follow that exact, schematic of a movie, which was the right way to go. Like, if they just had Jack Black trying to be Robin Williams, that would have been a mistake. So they at least didn't do that. But let's go ahead and let's watch this. So right off the bat, I mean, I forget what they did with the last one, but they aren't doing the set pieces anymore. This doesn't look like a piece. Remember in the first Jumanji, they tried to make everything look like it was part of a video game, like a board game, like it was an actual, a piece from a board game. Looks like they're going to realism. I don't remember what they did with the last. He's stuck. Are they really doing the joke from Toy Story?
Stuck in demo mode.
Gravestone is Spanish, I think.
They literally are doing the Toy Story joke with Buzz Lightyear in this movie. The exact same thing. Demo mode and Spanish mode? Are you kidding me? Okay. So no originality with that.
Tyson. There was a hippopotamus in the alley.
My nephew, he's a lunatic.
I'm beginning to suspect we're not in Jumanji.
Janice? You look dead. So
They're gender swapping The Rock into a woman. Oh, I don't know about this one. I think we all know the messages they're trying to send here.
And you get one. And you get one. You should be ashamed of yourself.
No, it's okay. Come here. That's it. That's my boy.
That's a child? No, I can't. No, I'm out. Okay, no, I'm not in with this. That looks ridiculously bad. I thought it might be decent. It looks bad, dude. No, I'm out. What are people saying? Where is she? No. Absolutely fucking not. Aunt Nora has nephew, name's not Peter. There we go. Right, there we go. Dwayne, buy a new shirt. Okay. What else? Okay, there's just dumb shit in here. This trailer sets the stage for... This is an AI. She's back. Those edit... This is dude, there's nothing... There's a bunch of AI replies. Okay. This looks awful. Yes, I kind of agree. I actually didn't think it would be awful. It looks terrible. That looks terrible. Oh my God. I'm sorry I opened the show with this. My apologies. I had no idea. Jumanji. Not looking forward to it. Not going. That looks bad. Why? Of course they gender swapped The Rock. Of course. Hilarious. It's so funny, you guys. Hilarious. John Oxiles is here. What's up, man? YouTube notifications not working again. What's up? It may or may not be my fault. I did change the time of this like 3 times. It was originally, I put it for 9, then I moved it for 8, then I moved it for 8:30. So it might be my fault, although it's been 8:30 for quite a while, to be fair. So if the notifications didn't work, damn. One thing I will say is if you ever see the coming up soon or whatever and hit notify me, hit that. That generally works very well. If it didn't work this time, well, I definitely blame YouTube. So yeah. Serpentine's here. What's going on? Look at Jay being so awesome. Looks like Spartans are the only badasses around here. Yes, am I a Spartan then? I think I am. The thumbnail, did you guys like the thumbnail? It was a mix of Master Chief and the woke devs who destroyed the game and the coronavirus floating around. I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, it did. It looks kind of gay. Yeah, the game looks kind of gay. The movie looks kind of gay. Yeah. Yeah, Grog. Yes, agreed. That as well. The Rock is bitch, so it's fine. Okay, Valkyria, sure. I mean, yeah, if he's being a little wimp and it's fine, but then he started punching people at the end, but he's some kind of grandma or something. I don't know. It just looks stupid. It looks dumb. I'm out. I'm out on it, and I'm not gonna like it. No, I'm done. I'm good. We're gonna shut that one. Okay, so this is one that popped up today, and I want to check this out. Now, something cool kind of happened because I saw that they had posted this. I checked out some of the trailer. It looks pretty cool. I let them know. I just said, oh, cool, I'm going to cover this tonight, and they were kind enough to reach out and send me a code for the game, which totally unexpected, not required for me to cover it. But let me just tell you, I haven't decided to take it or not. I don't know if I'm going to accept the code. I don't know how much the game is or whatever. I plan on playing it anyway. I may just be like, yo, I will see. We'll see. I kind of like the idea of devs like actually reaching out to people like us and doing this. But at the same time, I also want my opinion to be unsullied. So just let me know what you think I should do. Let me know. In any case, this Cult Games, they made, I don't even know how to say it, but Diverge Hold maybe on Steam. I don't know how to say this word. DVERGHOLD. Okay, so whatever that is, it's on Steam. I can't say it. Hopefully they say it in the trailer. It says the final trailer for Diverge Hold, which I'm sure I'm not saying right. Early access is here, an old school blobber dungeon crawler in the tradition of Dungeon Master and Eye of the Beholder. So if that rings a bell, these are kind of like the scrollers where you scroll, mixed with roster management and a la Darkest Dungeon, which I love Darkest Dungeon, aiming at bringing back the spirit of classic fantasy dungeon delving. So you can wish list it now. It's out for early access July 29th, which is literally today. Let's check out the release trailer. I haven't watched the whole thing, but it looks pretty cool. So, okay, over here. So this is your part. So it looks like you have 4 of you. These ones are dead, I think, or poisoned. One of the two. Oh, no, I don't think they're dead because they have health bars here. So they must be poisoned. Oh, yeah, you got poisoned. There it is. Hold on a second. So they're poisoned, but then they got this one's got broken bones. I don't know if this is some kind of protection or effect that's bad. Let's keep going.
Ruin rose a kingdom bold to stake its claim upon the Isle of Regist's Hold.
Regis Hold? That's how you say it? Yeah, see what I'm saying with the type of movement here? Where you like click forward, you like go forward space by space. Recruit here. Oh, so you can recruit them too. Dragon slots deploy left click for stats and skills. Okay. Turn-based combat, that affected. Oh shit. Wait, what is this? What is this? What was this? Build your base. So you got a base, you can build up a base, huh? Saltbound supplies, saltbound recruiter. I'm guessing you're called the saltbound. Okay. I'm guessing your characters are called that. Rune crafter. This who knows what this guy? He looks creepy. And a blacksmith. Okay, that's pretty clear. Looks like there's leveling up. They can be leveled up, or they have leveled up. Maybe you have to use supplies or certain things to level them up. Wait. There's more. What else is there? Hold on. A healer, shrine of the oath, combat trainer, and common. It's a gone. Reclaim a lost kingdom. Will do. So it looks like even though you're clicking forward, turn-based, the world is always moving and you can move. Because we saw him move out of the way of the fire earlier. This is old school looking though. It is interesting. Shit. I just want to know how to say the word. Is it an O? Overgold? Is this an O and a V? Maybe that's an O. Wait, he said it over here. Let's fucking listen to it. He said the word.
Take its claim upon the Isle of Regist's Hold.
He said Regis Hold. That doesn't look like that. Regis? I have no fucking idea how to say this word. If anyone knows, let me know. Actually, let me just do this. Let's see. Let's ask Grok. How do I say this word? Because I don't freaking know in English. I have no idea. What's up, Maverick Gaming? Good to see you, man. It's thinking. I don't think even it knows. How do I say this? Translate to dwarf home, dwarf hold. Okay, so it's dwarf hold. Okay. Where the developers explicitly gloss it as dwarf home. But so how would I say it? See, I said in English, I accidentally asked for a translation. Nah, this is my... In English, you say diverge... God damn it. The developers keep it untranslated the same way we say Moria, right? Okay, give me the answer in, dude, in... Wait, is this it? Or Kazadam? Or is it Deverhold? Fuck, just tell me. Like, just tell me. How do I say this word? Deverhold. How do I say it? How do I say it? Does it know? We're doing it live. We're checking live. How to pronounce it? Yes, I thought I said. Oh yeah, maybe I didn't say it. Yes. How do I? Yes. How do I pronounce it? There we go. All right, I'm gonna press that, but we're gonna go read this. Diverghold, not Deverhold. Pronounce it as Diverghold or Divergehold. This ain't fucking English. Diverg or Diverg or Diverge. Short E. Like the E in bed, hard G. Okay. Dverghold, God, is in the Norwegian Old Norse word dwarf. So, okay, Dverghold. We're going with that. That's how to pronounce it. And if it's wrong, I'm blaming Grok. Okay, we asked. I don't know if that's even right, but we asked. Okay, that's it. Now let's go look at the store real quick. All right. I do believe it's officially out in early access. It's only $14.44, so that's pretty cheap. Not too bad. They should change that font. It's hard to look up on the Steam. I know it's hard. Diverghold? See, that's what I'm fucking saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's hard to look up. It is hard to look up, but I understand they're trying to go with like the Old Norse look. But the name of this game, I think it's going to hurt them a little bit in English. I do. It's going to be very hard to find. But I also understand them wanting to keep it Norse. So it's like, what do you do? Right now, I mean, just released. It's got 6 reviews. Brand new game. Brand new. So yeah, there it's 15% off. It's normally $17. It's off for $14.44. Let me go ahead and link this to you guys if you want to check it out and see if you're interested. You can go and check it out yourselves. We'll drop that into Rumble and we'll drop that into YouTube. But let's see what else they got going on here. I want to see like a little more of this. This one we just watched. I do believe this is the one we just watched. What's this one? Here we go. Here we go. That's like a Yeti. So you can graze them with barely damage. Okay. Oh, you actually like do some looting too. Oh, straight up. Oh no, this is pretty neat. So you can find secret passages and shit. Ah, there we go. Now we're actually seeing the gameplay. There we go. This is what I want to see. Like, how does it work? Oh, dude, look at that move. Like, so you move and then they go. Oh, this is pretty cool. I like this. I like the exploration in the game. Okay, those throwing knives. Damn. Oh, he got him with something. Oh, shit. Okay, he decapitated his ass. That's actually kind of... That looks pretty cool. I like that. That looks pretty cool. What else we got in here? Let's go see. Get the little witch thing. We'll get a clanker. There's a clanker in here. Mechanical drill. Shit. It will drill your ass, literally. Get some zombie kind of thing. And, of course, we got that tree, the fungi. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here's the fort or whatever the hell they call it. Oh, 9 damage fleeing. Shit. Dude, what is this? This looks bad. It looks bad. You don't want to get hit with this. Okay, so here you're building out your guy. So this is this dude. And okay, so I'm guessing they'll die as well. That's my guess. Because, like, you could take them. And if it's like Darkest Dungeon, my guess is this guy can die and be gone and be dead. So... I would like with me, like with XCOM, things like that. I like games where like you have like a roster that you're like pouring through and you're trying to keep people alive, but they can die like in a bad situation and you can lose them for good. I like that in games. That's pretty cool. Some games can be a little mean with that though. Take it a little too far. And be like give you really fucked up situations. Like you're gonna die unless you know it's coming and have played that part before. Oh, this guy. See, there we go. Soldis is dead. I think. Yeah, this guy's dead. He died. Rip. It's up to Egil and Everild now. Okay. All right. So here's your hired. And okay, so these are your hired people that you already have, and then you can go get more. I'm guessing you buy them with your gold when you go over there. Left click to dig. Okay. I'm interested in the explore. Oh, hello. Millie, what's she do? Well met, newcomers. Captain Richard told me rough fellows of our brave company would be coming to lend aid. A flicker of concern crosses her face. I've heard tell that matters are dire down below. Oh, are they? Well, let me check. I think thou shalt help find those soldiers who went in first. Then, as though chiding herself, her cheer swiftly returns. Oh, nice. Yeah, good for her. We like Millie. Millie's good. I like Millie. Here's that guy again. And a baby. A spore child, and he's healthy. No, you want to kill those. They'll just get bigger. Commander Hull's Stonehand. Okay. It looks pretty interesting to me. I'll be checking this one out. I'm definitely be checking this one out. This looks pretty cool. Anyway, for those that are interested, DVERG hold. I will just say it like that. DVERG hold. Click on the link. Check it out if you're interested. Add to the wish list. We've covered this before. We've actually covered this one before, but pretty cool to see them go early access. Yeah, I was following them, which is why I saw that it was coming out. So, pretty cool. So, a little bit of news here on the Resident Evil Requiem front. It has sold over 8 million copies. It's the fastest selling game in franchise history. In all of Resident Evil, the fastest selling, which is... I want to know this fastest selling now. Is this money-wise or is this copies-wise, right? There is somewhat of a difference there, but I'm guessing it's copies-wise. In any case, that's kind of crazy to say, but I feel like that's because of the fall off of Resident Evil there for a while. The last couple were, I mean, come on, let's be real, not great. This is like a return to Resident Evil, and I really believe a lot of fans were like, yeah, man, this is what we're looking for, and they showed up. And it's the highest selling game of all 2026. I do kind of wonder how far behind Crimson Desert is, because we know that thing was ballin'. That thing was absolutely fucking ballin'. So I bet it's not too far behind. I think we actually had, we talked about this maybe before I left on vacation, where we were talking about Resident Evil having made more money this year than Crimson Desert, but Crimson Desert was like in the conversation. I think it was that Reese guy from Alinea Analytics. That's who it was. Yeah, Alinea Analytics had that, and I believe that Crimson Desert wasn't all that far behind. Well, we're not going to go digging into that right now, but anyway, just know, numero uno right now, all year, Resident Evil Requiem. What is funny is as far as copies sold goes, Mecha Chameleon, more. It has sold over 15 million copies now. That's insane. 15 million, Steam only, by the way. Steam only, that is crazy, but of course it's not $70. I think that game's like $15. But still, that's pretty wild to say. 15 million. Remember last year, the big one was Schedule 1 that kind of just came up out of nowhere and just sold tons of copies. I feel like Mecha Chameleon has sold more though, huh? Schedule 1 though, that was a banger. Here's some good news. Now we all kind of saw this was going to come. Like once we saw Pragmata, we kind of knew that it was going to see a sequel. So Capcom says the likelihood of Pragmata sequel is high. Now, I just think it's straight up going to happen. I mean, once we saw how good the game was, and it's such a good game. One of the best games of the year for sure. I think this is a no-brainer. They're going to do it. I believe the developers were even talking about it anyway. Like, they were already talking about it. But, of course, they were dealing with the game itself's release. But they were already saying, yeah, this is probably going to be... there's going to be a number 2, right? But pre-release marketing and the appeal of its main character Diana helped drive sales of the sci-fi action adventure game. The likely of a sequel is high. Comes from Bloomberg, so I'm not interested in reading any Jason Schreier or anything. But there we go. That's pretty much what I want to say about that. Because I played the entire game on stream. It was so good. Such a great game. I'm glad it was made. A little update happened today. Kind of a big update. If anyone has played or heard of Project Zomboid before, really solid game, but it just beat its all-time peak. Its all-time peak before today was way back near its release. It was right around 60. Well, let's get a little zoomed in there. It was right around 65,000. Let's see, it was 65. 65,505 was its original peak, and that was close to its release early access, still in early access. But it just had a pretty big update. And it's almost got 75,000 people playing this. I think did it get more? Man, it really came close. But yeah, about 75,000 people peak today after that. So, I mean, this thing's rocking 38 and 30,000 people peak a day anyway, which is kind of insane. This is one of those survival games where you can just play it forever. It has a really solid... like server setup where you can even change all the settings yourself. You can get a bunch of friends in there and you can just keep rocking like this game. And there's a lot of mods for it. I mean, it has good mod support. So the fact that this game is still going though, like this, 30,000, and let's see, it released in 2014. Is this 2014? Wait, is this 2013? Let's double. I'm pretty sure it was 2013. Hard to see it. Yeah, November 8th, 2013, this game released 13 years ago in early access. Wait. In early access. It's still in early access. It's got a tiny dev team, but they just kind of been playing along with it. They never had a full ass release. But I mean, for years and years, it was like super early access. I don't even know what like level of early access this was. And then one day, it just kind of exploded. It must have like finally gotten to the sphere of, hey, we're at a stable release. And people started seeing it, probably streaming it, stuff like that. And that's where it, all of a sudden you can see it just climbed from 6 to freaking 66,000. It went from 6,000 to 65,000 in a very short order of about a month. Yeah, there you go. Anyway, yeah, so now another big release, 75,000. And look at the amount of people. Now, we always use VG Insights around here. This is usually closest. Gamealytic, you can't count. Play Tracker loses track as it goes down the line, but I do think about 13.5 million copies is probably about right. It's probably about right for this game, which is pretty insane when you think about it. But again, it's been years and years. But yeah, good on them. They just blew away their old number, and I do believe it's going to go higher later today. I think it's still going to go higher when it hits the actual normal peak time. It looks like it's going to do that. But shout out to them. Shout out. That is a fun game, though. If you haven't checked out Project Zomboid, it's a great survival. Look at us. We've got Furious Dan with the 2-banger. What's up, Dan? Thank you very much. I appreciate that, dude. That's very cool. Saying, hail, Jay, my friend. I sent you something on Discord. Oh, okay. I'll check it out, man.
High five.
I appreciate the 2. Let's go see what it is. In just a second. There we go. Let's go see what Dan, did you? Okay, there it is. Oh my God, no. Dan sent me, okay. Dan sent me my own fist of shame for the annoying ODST and Halo campaign evolved. Let's check it out, shall we? Oh, damn. Oh, and she turned into a dude. Pretty sick. Pretty sick. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate that. Good job, Dan. Dan loves fist of shaming people. And we all love it when it happens. You still haven't played that one? You're a huge RE fan? Oh, of Resident Evil? I've heard mixed reviews of it. Clearly, it's a great seller, but I know people who hate it. You know, like when it comes to the lore and things like that. But I also understand a lot of people are just very happy with the way the game plays and the characters. I mean, like, to me, the way it looks like what I would expect Resident Evil should look like. It looks like they're doing it right. Now, is it lore breaking? Okay, we could talk about that, but it at least looks like what I would expect from a Resident Evil game. Oh yeah, so this is Project Zomboid. Oh yeah, we can still talk about this. This is what it is. Here we go. Oh shit. Well, I just skipped the whole thing. It's this. It's literally just a little top down like this.
Confirmed by eyewitnesses that this is not an
like this is literally you. These guys have gone and found officer outfits. Like you literally go looting, you can find all these outfits, armor, guns, things like that. Well, you can board up little areas to like make a safe house. You can build. There's all sorts of stuff to do that a lot of people don't even do. The building a lot of people don't even do. You can create safe houses too.
We have a reporter on the ground. Jackie J, what is the current situation?
What is this? This is made up. This is not part of the game. This is something they did for the trailer, just FYI. But this is the game.
To survive, you need determination.
Live at the military blockade, the message is clear. The Nox event is contained. I repeat, the Nox event is contained.
Doesn't look contained to me. There's zombies everywhere. Oh, it's safe to go outside.
Contained. The whole street was silent. What's happening here? I didn't know my next step, but I was running out of food.
It looked like the Mathesons had skipped town overnight.
Oh, what is this, like a story?
Good neighbors. I knew they wouldn't mind, but the family was
Yeah, there we go. This is literally the game. He's fucked.
That's how I died.
He's fucked. And what's funny is, like, you'll start as a random character in a random place. When you die by zombies, you will res. So you will see yourself and the inventory is on there. So if you can go find yourself somewhere in a horde of zombies or wherever your body is, you can go loot it. It's pretty cool.
The next time I was smarter. There was no room for hesitation.
Oh, he's
I went
burning.
downtown and moved between the shadows, between the infected. They were everywhere I turned. I had to get home fast. I found a car nearby. But I wasn't smart enough.
Ooh.
This is how I died.
This is how I died, yeah. And that's
I
what
knew I had
happens.
to
You
leave
die,
this
you lose
place.
the
I tried
character,
to
but you
protect
keep
my
playing the
home,
game.
but they kept coming.
It's Hemp Hero.
There were too many. I barely escaped. I ran as far as I could, no matter the cost.
There you go. Now you got a working car. There you go. Oh shit. Careful. Don't go too fast. You hit too many zombies in a car and they will break.
A place where they would never find me. I prepped, built the fences.
Oh, here we go.
I farmed. I fished. I found a generator to keep me warm through the winter. But I needed fuel. There was a gas station back on the road. It was a
This is the game. This is how it plays.
And though I thought it would be quick and quiet, I would never make it home.
And this is how I died.
This is Project Zomboid.
That's pretty cool.
Survive
That is how the
together.
game is, though. It's pretty neat.
Scavenge. Build. Fight. Die.
And what's cool is it's really easy to get multiplayer going on it, too. Shit, they went to a jail. Holy shit, I haven't seen... Yeah, so this game has changed a lot. I've got like 40 or so hours in this game, I guess.
Project Zomboid, the
that's
ultimate
wild.
zombie survival RPG.
And I would say that is correct. It is the ultimate RPG zombie survival game. It is. And it's so simple, like, to look at, but it is incredibly complex. So you know how he died at that building? When you get respawned, can go find that building again. It's the same world, right? You can go find your way back in there. The loot's there. Whatever he did is there. He's somewhere walking around, you know, if he's dead and he's got his loot on him and you can get his armor and all that. But yeah, so that's the game. Pretty cool. They got a big update and they have the most people playing ever right now. And again, I want to say shout out again to Furious Dan for the 2. I did forget to say we are now $3 away from tier 1 in having that gaming stream. And it will be Tainted Grail. It's going to be Tainted Grail. That was a great stream last time. We'll have it again. We'll do it again and keep going. We'll keep going. But a game that's not getting the most players in right now, as we all know, is what I like to call Project Marathon, because it is just a project that's live. This game should not have been released. It should not have been. It is struggling now, man. It is struggling. It has not seen 7,500 players online since Friday. And it's just a constant downward trend. Yesterday, it finally went up again on a Tuesday. But we all know that's kind of how it goes. It goes down from Thursdays all the way down. Then it'll kind of go up a little bit and kind of go up to Thursday, Friday, that area. And then just kind of go. It's just doing this wave like this. Down, down, down. And we're there already. We're here. So what I noticed is that yesterday at 2,000 at 4,000. Or sorry, yesterday at 2,000 at 6,000. Today and at 4,800. So it's not looking really good. We might be having another bad day. And right now we're talking 5,400 players online. The last 24 hours, we have 6,500 people online. This is Marathon's life. And they just extended the PvE limited test for another week, which really isn't bringing anyone in. It's just... And again, we like VG Insights around here. Less than 1 million on Steam. This is the one I like to use. VG Insights. Game Analytics, not too bad, but I do think this is around here. It still hasn't moved about. I mean, let's say it has moved 1 million copies. I mean, what an ultimate fail for a Bungie game. But yeah, Marathon not doing so good. Hold on, I thought I had another thing. And we got Polish tomorrow. Let's see. I think this out of order a little bit. Okay, we're good. Yeah, so Polish Tamales, who keeps a running day tally for Marathon, had this to say, and I believe this was posted yesterday. No, today, this morning. Oh, yes, that's right, this morning. So basically talking about yesterday, he says, Marathon Day 146, Bungie is listening? Oh, yeah, they're totally listening now. They totally are. Marathon reached 6,552 concurrent players on Tuesday evening, down from 14,809 the week before. The constant spiral. It's right there, folks. Wow, that's crazy. It's less than half. It's halved its audiences. This is the PvE update. Got them up to here. Okay? It's already less than half. For context, March's Tuesday peak was 71,346 concurrent players. Destiny 2's concurrent player count reached 48,789 last night. So Destiny 2, again, putting this thing to shame. The free-to-play game right now, destroying it with no content being made. That's the 52nd day in a row that Destiny 2 has beaten Marathon. Remember when Marathon released and people were like, yeah, Destiny 2's dead? And then Marathon was just kind of trickling down into Destiny Zone. And then it went under Destiny. And this is before Destiny had its big update. Then Destiny had its big update. And it's just been, ever since Marathon dipped under, Destiny 2 has just been ahead since. And when it got its update, there's no way. Like, Marathon has no chance in catching this thing. Which is just crazy to say, but that's the case. The petition on change.org has now reached 406,000 signatures, up slightly from 405,000 the day before. And of course, this is the one he's talking about. This is the petition for Sony to develop Destiny 3, 406,930. A lot. Let's just say if there was a petition out there to make Marathon 2, it would not be 100,000 people even signing that. Let's be real. Bungie rolled out voice moderation for Marathon on July 21st because they don't like fun. The system applies to crew chat and prox chat. When players turn voice chat on, their audio can be analyzed and temporarily recorded. My understanding is that it's AI that will do it too. So it could just interpret anything. You can say, you could say, well, I won't say anything here because YouTube, but KMS, right? Something like that. It could see that and moderate it. The transcripts get generated so the company can review potential violations of its code of conduct. Bungie says the tools help detect and address hate speech, harassment, and similar behavior. But I thought Marathon was just a great community. Why would any of this exist? Why would they need this if the community was so great? Guess it's not. Warnings, chat restrictions, or stronger account actions can follow. Players started receiving official warnings almost immediately. The message from the Bungie safety team incite hate speech or hateful content include racism, sexism, xenophobia, or attacks on religious beliefs or cultural identity, gender identity, or sexual orientation. Oh my God, this is like so unbelievable, Big Brother. It's unbelievable. Like just talking to your friend in chat, what does it matter? It's insane. Several players reported getting these warnings even though they insist they used no slurs or broke no rules. Some cases happened in private duo crew chat. This is what I'm talking about. With no prox chat active and no obvious reports from others. This is what I'm talking about. Why should it care? That's ridiculous, right? Leave people alone. They can say whatever the hell they want in private crew chats. Get the hell out of here. Community posts described false positives with posts saying the system flagged innocent conversation. So on top of all these issues they already have with the game, they're introducing another one that's completely unnecessary to satisfy a very small percentage of people that actually complain. So they're going to go and actually make the game worse. Bungie acknowledges the transcripts are not perfect and claims it reviews cases to avoid punishing non-violators, but the warnings still go out. The company points people to an appeals process if they believe a warning was wrong. What's going on, Kelly Miller? Good to see you. Anyone bring potato salad? I didn't. I wish I got more potato salad in my life, but my kids hate it. So we don't eat it. It sucks. It's terrible. I really need some more in my life. Same thing with pasta salad, by the way. They don't like any of these things. These things are incredible, except for macaroni and cheese. They don't like that. I don't blame them there. That stuff's terrible. Good to see you. You had Roadkill down for tuna salad. Roadkill loves himself some tuna salad. Yeah, he does. He was nice enough to bring a tuna casserole to the J Awards, which I appreciated. Although it did go cold. I will say that. It did get cold. Marathon already runs with a low player count. Oh, no doubt. Concurrent numbers on Steam have fallen far from launch highs and often sit in the low thousands or lower. Ladies and gentlemen, we just have to look over here. Look at what a regular day looks like. This is the day. We're talking 4,900 to 4,000 if you're lucky. 4,800 on its early peak. Yesterday, it only touched 6,500. It's not touching 7.5 thousand for 1, 2, 3, 4. And today will be the 5th day in a row. It doesn't even have 7,500 people playing at one time. And Steam has 2/3 of the player base. It's just terrible. Matchmaking can feel thin. Adding a moderation system that hands out warnings for speech players say never happened creates real risk. This is what I'm saying. What a mistake. You don't need it. You don't need to spy on people's speech. You don't. I promise you don't. People can report it, and when people report it, it should then go somewhere. It shouldn't be moderated in real time, none of that. If people report it and report like speech, then, it should always have a running recording, and then that just goes away. It shouldn't be automatically looking for hits. That's terrible. Because generally people can talk trash. They can say whatever they want. What the hell? Let them. Many runners now hesitate to use voice chat at all, and this will kill the game further. Because if people aren't using voice chat in an extraction shooter, which is a necessity, then the game is going to die. Because then people will be like, well, I can't find anyone to talk to. The game's broken. Like, yuck. Oh, what's up, James? I missed this. You have 3 hours in that game, Zomboid? Wait, I just got a bunch of chats that weren't there. I got a bunch of chats that weren't there. What the hell? These weren't there. That is so annoying. See, I told you my chat was being stupid. I just saw him pop up. I just saw him. Whatever. Zomboid is great. Yes, I freaking love Zomboid. See, they turned it into garbage. I refuse to play a game they completely destroyed. Which one are we talking about? Zomboid? I don't think so. I think it's pretty good. My kid has tons of hours in that game. I would kind of be afraid to see how many hours he has in that game. I loved it. I thought it was great. I'm sorry. I mean, it's not for everyone, but shit. I didn't know they destroyed it. What's up, Artemis? Good to see you. You can tune a casserole, but you can't tune a fish. Oh my God, dude. No. Oh no. Jesus Christ. Continuing with marathon news. My goodness. They worry about, yes, this is the thing. Ordinary banter, background noise, accents, or transcription error will trigger permanent record on their account. Yeah, exactly. If it's a game I cared about, I would not want to get banned. I mean, granted, it's marathon. I wouldn't give two shits. I'd go in seeing how fast I could get banned. But regardless, if you care about a game, you don't want to get banned. If they have this trigger-happy freaking identity system that's false flagging people, setting warnings out and all these things that aren't right, and it's actively listening, I'm sorry. Can I get a little bit of privacy? I know I'm using your server, but can you just use a report system? If someone actually gets mad and hissy fit, then they can report me. Like, come on. Further strikes can also lead to temporary or permanent suspensions of Bungie or PlayStation accounts, which means, if it's a PlayStation account, now we're talking, you lose your library, right? I mean, from a a voice listener, get out of here. The result is quieter lobbies and less coordination at a time when a game already struggles to keep people logged in. This is exactly right. This system was meant to make chat safer. Oh, God. That, again, if you want something safer, then you're just going to make it worse almost all the time when we're talking with gaming. Almost all the time. Your safe space will make it worse all the time. And it will create different levels and different types of toxicity that you will not want if you're already crying about what's happening in the game. Like, what are we talking about? Instead, the combination of imperfect detection of visible false warnings, this is terrible, and an already shrinking player base is pushing people away from talking. Just leave the game. The game sucks. Just leave. Why are you making yourself play this? When fewer players speak, the social side of the extraction shooter weakens further and does nothing to help retention. No, it kills it. No. You absolutely must have voice chat in extraction shooters. It's one of the reasons I believe H1Z1 was as popular as it was in the beginning, because it brought the in-game chat into a large area of people, and people would talk crap. It was great. Yeah, Mirror Flop is in shambles, and we'd love to see it, honestly, because the game is complete trash. Drop that like right there. Thank you very much, Polish Tamales, for the daily update. I need water. Hold on a sec. I reject all. Game Informer, I reject all. I do want to. I don't even care really what Game Informer has to say. What I want to say. So I reported on this when it happened. The Wuchang developers shut down and the studio closed. And it had to do with the lead developer refusing to outsource work. He didn't want to outsource work. He wanted to work with the developers he knew. He didn't want to get rid of people. So he walked out. And with it, the developing studio shuttered. Okay? And with this, I was like, this is crazy because Wuchang was so good. When it first happened, we're like, what? Why is this happening? We didn't know why. Right? It's like, did it not make enough money? What went on? But it was ended up just being basically greed, with the uppers trying to tell them how to run their game. And the guy's like, no, I'm not outsourcing the work. The first game was great. What the hell are you doing? Right? I'm not doing it. Well, 505 Games has created an opportunity for Wuchang 2 to happen. Wuchang Fallen Feathers, by the way, freaking great game. If you do like Dark Souls-like games, this is a really good one. I really liked my time with it. Anyway, so 505 Games makes this announcement saying Wuchang's story is far from over. Today, we're excited to share that 505 Games has officially entered into a new partnership with Xia Xion. Now, this is the original creator of Wuchang. This is the guy who walked out, and then it ended up dissolving. So with it went Wuchang. Okay, so that's great. And his new studio is called Indolfinity. I don't even know what we're talking about there with the name, but okay. Chengdu Recursive Dolphin Technology. Okay, sure. Whatever, but whatever. I don't care what you're named. To jointly create a brand new chapter of the Wuchang IP. So Wuchang, the follow-up is coming, which is great news. So, this is so funny. Oh, look at them. They're going to talk about Steam numbers. Isn't that wild? Isn't that crazy? Wuchang Fallen Feathers hit over 130,000 concurrent players on Steam at launch and reached a total of 5 million players across PC and console platforms. I don't know if this game was ever given away in any way, shape, or form to get to 5 million, or if they're counting sales and saying players. Because around here we don't love this word players unless it's sales. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how this went. This game could have been on Game Pass, or might still be. Yeah, I don't know. And anyway, along the way, we remembered every bit of your support, feedback, and expectations. And as of now, Wuchang's sequel has officially entered its preparation phase, which is great news. Indolfinity will lead the creative development, while 505 will provide funding, money, and global publishing. Yeah, they're the publisher. Future development will remain firmly rooted in China. As Xia Xion says, we listen closely to the real voices of players and the community, and we remain firmly devoted to our original creative aspirations and cultural foundations, striving to answer everyone's long-standing expectations with more polished quality and more complete experience. So there we go. It's on the way. Wuchang 2 exists. Oh, here we go. We got a new logo. It's a dolphin with infinity. Look at this. Okay. A dolphin infinity. All right. Sure, I'm down. Wuchang is on Game Pass. Okay, so the players is with Game Pass. Gotcha. But I would imagine it moved at least 1 million on Steam. Let's go check. Wuchang. Wuchang Fallen Feathers. Let's see how many it's sold. Yeah. Yep. Here we go. 1.13. These are the ones I like. 1.13, 1.14. Yeah, again, Gamealytic is terrible. Gamealytic is the worst one. I don't even look at it. But yeah, right here. 1.13. I mean, there we go. This is where we are. So it sold over 1 million, 1.1 million if for a brand new IP. Not a lot of capital behind it, and it did pretty well. 5 million players, so it got Game Pass money. I don't know how well it did over on PlayStation. There's no way to check now. But overall, I thought it was a positive entry in a game, dude. I really liked it. I've streamed it. I've streamed this game. It was great. Artemis, have you played it? It's really good, man. Polish tamales are just cabbage rolls? I don't know. You would have to ask Polish tamales. It's very possible. You have Wuchang 8-bit DO controller. The fuck is this? Wuchang 8-bit DO controller. I'm looking this up. I don't know if you spelled that right. Wuchang 8-bit DO controller? The fuck is this? Ultimate to this? This thing? I would like to open it, please. This thing? What is this in the bottom? Yes, you have this. It's pretty. Let me look at this thing. Dude, I'm telling you, I loved her as the pro tag, though. She was really cool. All right, let's look at this. So this comes off. Is that the stand? Is that a stand? Oh, okay. That must be a stand then. All right. Ultimate design, optimal gaming experience. Okay. Yeah, that must be a stand. I thought it was part of it. I thought it was some kind of weird thing they had on there, the way the picture was. Yeah, stand. Okay. Not too bad looking. Pretty much just a red controller, but it does have like the Wuchang. Like this is the upgrade thing that you use. This is like she becomes half bird and shit. Oh, I see. Yeah. There's glow. Oh, this looks pretty good. That's pretty nice. I didn't realize. Was it glowing before? Dude, why didn't I notice this? Because I was trying to figure out what the hell this stand was. A lot of pictures in the dark. Can I get one in the light? So I can actually see the design? A refined tactile D-pad. Recalibrated bumpers and D-pad for clicky but smooth feel. I love how clicky means something to us. Clicky is a word. Light, yet tactile. Integrated charging. Oh, it's a charging dock. Ah, yes. Good. So it actually has an integrated charging dock, yes. Extra fast bumpers for quick reactions. TMR joysticks. Trigger mode switch. Cheater. Fucking cheaters. 8-speed, 8-bit DO exclusive wireless technology. Of course, it's compatible with everything a controller can be compatible with. How much is this? Order on Amazon now. Order on eShop. What the hell is eShop? $65? Wait, is that for real? $65? That's not bad at all. That's actually a really great price. It's wireless, right? It must be. It's a charging dock. So yeah, it's wireless. Damn, that's actually a really good price for an Xbox controller. That's a really good price, especially for one that's. We're gonna take a look at that one. I might be purchasing this. We shall see. If the next stream you see me with one of these, you'll know. I like that these glow. That's actually really cool. I actually really like that. Whoa, these glow. Sold out. Fuck. Well, they're on Amazon. Damn it. I'm going to keep that right there. I don't want to forget that. What's up, Kyle? How's it going? You play it here and there? Yeah. Yeah, I like it. I really like the whole way that they laid out the world in Wuchang. I thought they did a great job with that. So anyway, I'm pretty hyped for Wuchang too. Pretty hyped for it. You know what I wasn't hyped for? And when it came out, I was proven exactly right. I wasn't hyped for Halo Campaign Evolved. Now, I don't know if anyone out there was. I would understand, like, if some Sony fans were who have never really played a Halo, or maybe it's been a very long time because they own a PlayStation, maybe they used to have an Xbox, they haven't really gotten their hands on any of the new Halos. Maybe this is something they're looking forward to. For sure, that was somewhat the case because it did get to, like, #2 bestseller on PlayStation. So clearly it had people waiting for it. But we'll see where it goes from there. But the problem is the game's a hot mess. Here is a friend of the channel, Real Fake Wizard, saying this game is a bug-ridden mess. He has played it, my friends, okay? The first bonus mission has a bug that requires you to restart from the credits because the game breaks. Wow. That's horrible. So this is game breaking. Okay, wonderful. Enemies slide across the map, broken and glitched. Everyone involved should be embarrassed and fired. Truly Game Pass fodder. Do not buy this. And this is the thing, when my biggest criticism with Xbox Game Pass isn't that it's actually bad for gaming. I think it would be fine. It would be totally fine. The problem is that they're putting their first party games on Game Pass, and I think that's a huge mistake. They should not do it. Game Pass should be third-party games that they bring in, they create a catalog that cycles through of other games, and maybe they put their first-party stuff on there a year later or something. There should be no day one Game Pass Microsoft titles. None. It should not be a thing. Should not happen. That is what kills Microsoft's brand. That is hurting them because they rush things out for Game Pass to get things on Game Pass and give you value for the price of Game Pass. Just lower the price of Game Pass and stop doing that and sell your product. If you want to make Game Pass give you 10% off still, do that. 10% off and maybe you get a year later or something. Stop the day one Game Pass stuff. It's a killer. When they used to only put a couple games on there, right? Here and there, day one. And then they moved to everything's day one, which, works good in a way if you're a Game Pass subscriber, but it's really hurting the quality. And here it is again, hurting the quality. Not to mention their oversight of their actual development teams is poor. Like, they're just letting them run wild. I mean, the fact that we had that woman in the game berating Chief, and you can say, oh, it's a little part of the game, and she comes around. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That should not happen. Not in the way that she did it. It was awful. Horribly written, and clearly there was contempt for Master Chief being a dude. Let's be real. That's what that was all about. So, as we continue on, now I'm dealing with people like this guy. Now, I blanked out the name. Let's leave him alone, okay? On Tuesday, I posted the numbers, okay, as they were going, and I was looking at it going, wow, this thing is well under the original peak, and it's not doing very well. We should see more people in this, even on a Tuesday, okay? We should see more people in this. This guy says, yes, it's Tuesday, but it's also the summer and it's Halo. This is what I said. This is true. Then he says, what an ignorant statement. We're at work, you moron. Man, it's just, it's coming. Wait for the night. Wait for the weekend. This is what they're going to say. Then the weekend will come be like, well, people already bought it and they played it on their own leisure. That's what's going to happen on the weekend. We already have played this game with these people. How many times with these games? When we see a flop coming, we call it out. I mean, how many times with Marathon alone did we hear this, guys? When it hit its peak of 88,000-ish on Steam and it immediately started dropping like that day, it was falling right off like right after release. And we were like, 88,000 brand new Bungie game day one. And people were like, well, people at work. Well, wait for the weekend. And that's the highest number it has ever touched. The highest number it's ever touched. Ladies and gentlemen, that's about to happen again right now with Halo Combat Evolved. It's not going to get a higher number than it's getting right now. It might come close. There's a chance it's going to touch somewhere on the weekend, maybe a little bit. But I don't think so. I don't think so at all. So this was the chart at that moment, right? This is the chart at that moment when I reposted this, because I said the Halo stands are already pulling due the everyone is working cope, and I knew it was coming. After tonight, it's going to be wait for the weekend. Okay, song and dance, right? We've seen it. So we've seen this rodeo before. Halo will do okay, but it's not pulling Halo numbers. This is a game. I would be rooting for this game because I want Microsoft to do well. I want an American company to do well. I want them to correct course, right? And make a successful Halo game that people want, that people are proud of, and that old Halo fans are happy with. Because then everyone will be happy. But they can't do it. They can't do it. So I would be rooting for it, but they botched it, and it's not my fault. So I'm just going to catalog its failure as it goes. This is what I'm going to do. I'd be cataloging its wins otherwise. It should cook 100K on Steam, dudes. It should have hit 100,000. So easy on day one. This is a Halo IP dropping, and it's available on Steam. People who may not have access to Halo in another form, right? They may not have an Xbox. Most people don't. Okay, most people don't. Let's be real. Xbox did not do well. So the fact that Halo's coming out, it's the new modernized one with the new graphics, new lighting, all that. It should do pretty well. Well, it didn't. And it didn't because a lot of people on PC are very, very privy to the conversations around games. They are more privy than the console players who are a lot of them are kind of locked in their own world, have no idea. And this is why you see success on PlayStation with games that couldn't see success and don't really follow like people's way of thinking. Like they don't know what's coming. So they just buy the game, right? They just buy the thing, the next thing. That you see it all the time. I'm like, it's the number 2 top seller globally right now. And that's as high as it went. All right. With Steam's top seller algorithm heavily weighing the last few hours, this is expected when pre-orders hit and a game launches. This is very, very common. I mean, guys, Veilguard hit number 1 on Steam, remember? Go Woke, go straight to the top. Remember this? Jason Schreier, he remembers, even though he deleted the tweet. So this happens. A game releases, the pre-orders go through for the base game. And of course, on top of that, you have the people who buy it when it first releases. It's an IP people are familiar with. It's going to sell some, and it sells them very front loaded. So it went up, but it only hit number 2. It hit number 1 in the USA. Woo! But we have to look globally always. I always do. With Steam's top seller algorithm heavy weighing, that gets there. The gauge will be how long can it be in the top 5. That is what I want to look at, right? That's how you know how well a game's really doing. Can it stay there? If it's staying 1, 2, and it's bouncing around in 1 and 2, or it's just holding 1, like Crimson Desert did, like Resident Evil Requiem did, that's a game that's moving copies. This is how you know. If it doesn't get to number 1 and then it starts sliding down, okay, it's not doing great. For a smaller game, that could be fine. That could be totally fine. This is Halo. You should not see that, even on Steam. You should see excitement, people buying it, and it's sticking around for a while. Well, we'll check it out. If it doesn't, and also if it doesn't ever hit 100K, and it's not going to, it's a fail, right? It needs to hit 100,000 on Steam because that really shows you the health across all consoles as well. It lets you know. So if we go look at Halo Combat Campaign Evolved, right now it's got 17,000. It's only rocking a 66% right now. Not too great on the reviews. Again, it only has about 7,000 reviews. It kind of really shows you there's not a lot of people playing it there too. Only 7,000 right now. There's yesterday at 150 UTC, it was 25,000. Right now it's 140. We're 150. It's 150 UTC, and we are currently at 17,140. I mean, it's pretty much at the peak already, and it has dropped off 8,000 players. About a third have already stopped playing it. Oh, but it's because it's not the weekend. Oh, okay. So now we have to wait for the weekend to really know that it has failed, okay? Yes, combat devolved, campaign devolved. It is devolved into this. This was release. It peaked up to 25,000. And by the way, this was the peak before. And this was my red flag, okay? Anyone who watches me look at a Steam chart, I always kind of look at the days and the following days. What happened, right? If day 1 is your biggest day ever, generally a bad sign, okay? And what happened? This is the pre-release, the $70. These are the people who could not wait to play Halo. They went out day 1, they got in there, they can't wait to play it, and they were done. They got almost 20,000 people in. The next day, they were down to not 16,000. The next day, 12. The next day, just over 10. The next day, 7,900. Now, I understand this is a campaign. You play through it, you're done. Most people generally are not going to blow through the whole game in one day. Generally, I know there's people that will. But at the same time, when I see less and less and less and less every day, that's the killer. That is the sign of death, of people not interested. Now, okay, you can say, but Jay, this was pre-release, so everyone would play day 1 anyway, right? I'm like, okay, fine. Let's see release. Well, everyone just showed up, and we've already lost 8,000 people on the second day. Okay, wait for the weekend. We will. Let me tell you right now, we've hit the peak. It's not going to hit it again. It's done. The game's not moving. Now, let's go see the update for the top selling games of. Sorry, I'm pressing the wrong thing. The global top sellers. It was number 2. Day 1, it was number 2. Never hit number 1. Let's see where it is. It slid down to number 4. So, again, how long can it stay at number 5? It's day 2 already. It's already down to number 4. And again, the way this works is it takes the last few hours and it heavily weights them. So as those dwindle, it will start dwindling down. Tomorrow, I foresee it's going to be 6, 7, 8, right in here. Power World, my guys, a $30 game. It moved a ton of its copies last year. Came in and got number 1. Okay, $30 game. Came in and got number 1. After it already sold and had 2.1 million people online last year, it came in and got number 1 again. Okay, when it went to full release. But nope, not campaign evolved. Literally second day, it's already dropping to number 4, sorry. So it's not looking really great for Halo. It's not looking great at all. But let's continue. Cabrutus, friend of the channel, love him. Oh, good to see you, JJJ Jr. Welcome, my friend. If there's another like 10 to 15K this weekend, you'd guess that's its peak. Well, the peak right now is 25,000. Unless you mean the peak for the weekend. Yeah, I think 20K. I think it might not hit 20K again, I'll be honest. So, a friend of the channel, Cabrutus, has this to say. Okay, I started playing Halo Campaign Evolved today. I played the prequel missions and played Pillar of Autumn. He was playing with a friend. I will talk about the prequel campaigns later, but I want to show you guys a video I did a test today with my friend who was playing with me. We tried to kill the female NPCs on the bridge. This was something that was brought up before about the NPCs on the bridge. It's like the men die, the women don't. The women are very hard to kill. We found out the women can finally be killed with body shots, but for the most part, it looked like they would generally take more, and then there was like an area where you couldn't kill anybody. The female NPCs died once in a completely random way. Every other male NPC we tested could be killed with a simple shot. Even keys can be killed easily. But the NPCs we could never kill were always the female ones. People are trying to say this is a glitch with headshots. Oh, okay. So it's a glitch with the headshots. So why is it only the female ones then? You can't tell me that this is a mistake. But if it's a glitch, it's yet another problem with the game. The game has tons of glitches, as we saw earlier. Now, we have more to go. We have quite a bit of Halo coverage. What's up, Nobody? Good to see you, my friend. Hopefully, you're doing fantastic. I hope everyone is following Nobody Has Spoken. If you aren't, you should be. Putting out some great content. Creating some pretty incredible extensions for Chrome as well. It is all in the video. He didn't edit anything. He just recorded and went. So no one could accuse him of him. All right. So let's just go ahead and watch what Cabrutus saw. He's got about 3 minutes of this.
All right. So first off, we have this guy here. Shoot this man.
One shot. Dead.
Excellent. This is another man.
Dead.
Nope.
The Massive is going rampant.
Oh my God.
Oh, the Marines.
Well, here come the Marines.
Oh, fuck.
To stop the fun.
Wait, no, look. It's
Keys
not even
dead.
Working.
I killed Keys, bro. Keys is dead. Look at this.
I wonder if this is just never-ending waves of Marines at this point.
It's real. It's real. I tried to kill the female.
What is her? What is her? I'm not seeing her. What is her?
Remember? All right, here. Go die, and then we'll run this again, okay?
Oh, there's a woman in here.
There we go. Can't kill her.
She doesn't die.
There's a dude. Dead.
Dude, the guy dies. The guy, you guys.
I mean, you can tell me it's a glitch. You can tell Jay it's a glitch. Jay, then why is it always this way? It's like with Trump, right? Whenever they cover him, they get it wrong. It's always one way, right? It's always wrong one way, right? Then the most negative way. With this one, it's only wrong pro women. It's not the men can't be killed. The women can't be killed. It's always one way. Yeah, totally.
The guy dies. Oh, now she's dead. Okay, now she's dead.
Oh, now that one's dead.
Okay.
Just die.
Now he's got. There's a dude dead. Okay, now he's dead.
Right.
Now he's dead.
Doing DEI role.
But again, he's not doing any cuts.
This is the real DEI.
He doesn't want to do any cuts.
Detecting some DEI.
So it's all live.
Alright, Keys is fine. Alright, let's shoot.
Now they're looking for ones they can kill.
Okay, so
That's a
killed
check.
These 2 guys on the last life.
The woman doesn't
Can't
die,
do
bro.
it.
I'm trying. The woman doesn't
The woman
die.
doesn't die, but the men die. We just proved it last time.
The woman doesn't die. Let me kill the guy.
The
He
one
dies.
shot,
Dude,
boom.
dude,
One shot.
dude. The woman
She's even
doesn't
red,
die.
like you can
It's
kill her.
Always the woman. The guy dead with a single shot. Another guy. Single
There he
shot
goes.
is dead. Keys.
Oh, Keys
Yeah,
a
he's dead.
two-shotter.
Keys is dead.
He's a two-shotter. It's Keys.
The woman doesn't die. Dude, look at this. The woman doesn't die. Dude.
You see what I'm saying?
God.
They really don't like equality, nobody. You are correct. They hate it.
Dude, this is fucked up.
And this is how they show it.
This is on
pretty messed up.
purpose. There's no way this is by accident because
Right, exactly. There's no way. I'm sorry. You can tell me it's a glitch all you want. Come on, man. What? The women don't have a hitbox in their head because they're women? What are we doing here? What the fuck are we doing? And so what's interesting, right? So people are noticing, we talked about this last stream about this scene right here, right? And how they've just race swapped it. Just straight up, just put in a black woman just because. Just because. But this guy's face is an original developer. So Marty O'Donnell was on Side Scrollers, I think it was yesterday, and he actually talked about this very thing. So let's listen to good old Marty. Not a friend of the channel, but a nice guy.
Now, Marty, you actually know this person here. This was actually a real person's face scan.
Yeah, I mean, and the only thing I commented on is like I'm not going to comment on gender swapping and race swapping. Like that stuff actually, if it's done because you want to be preachy and check boxes, I just think that's dumb. But the truth is, the reason that guy looks like that is because we thought it would be fun to scan the faces of some of the people who worked on the game.
And
put
this
them in
happens all the
sort
time.
of as an, it wasn't his face, trust me. He wasn't even around for Halo 1, just for the record. He didn't touch Halo 1. But yeah, that's Matt Segura. He's one of the longtime programmers at Bungie. He was my audio programmer, and I have fond and also frustrating memories of working with Matt. And he probably has the same sort of memories of me. It was a lot of intense fun and interesting.
I feel like Marty's using fun for arguments here. It's a euphemism.
Creative time to work on that game and work with different people. But it was always fun in hindsight when you go back to play the game to see, oh, there's Marcus's face, there's Matt's face, there's, Joe's face or whatever. Like there were different faces that were in the game, and it was sort of an homage. We would use some of the names like McLeese and Segur was a name. We lost Segur, I think is a line from one of the trailers. So it was just a way of bringing, the people who made the game into the game. And only those of us who made the game would know that stuff. So it's like the Easter eggs we put in. I have a feeling some of the Easter eggs are not in there.
Probably not.
I don't know. I have no idea what they did, but
so again, like the people who made Halo, this Halo campaign evolved. I think a lot of them have no idea, and they don't really understand the lore. One of the devs, I forget his name, was talking about how they probably use ChatGPT. I'm sure they did. Oh, what would they actually think? Well, what's something we can do with the ODSTs? Oh, the ODSTs hated Master Chief. Oh, okay. Well, they hated the Spartans or disliked them. It's like, oh, well, then they hated Master Chief. Let's have them talk shit to them.
It's obvious to me that nobody from 343 called anybody from the original team to ask
there we go.
them
Absolutely.
opinions or to give advice or even
make the game good.
Anything about what they were doing or thinking. And I don't know. I don't know what the point of that is. I don't know why be so, I don't want to say disrespectful, but just paying no attention to
absent-minded
the original, creators. It makes no sense to me.
Yeah, when you're remastering something, I would think it would be a great idea to sit in the room or get some people on a call and actually pick the brains of some of the original creators, because you would get some of the things like this. What's up, Genty Maxi? Good to see you. Yeah, you get some actual good information from them that you can actually build into your game. Make sure you're doing some of the right things and keeping it true to the original. You can have a remaster, but you should be true to the original. I mean, the people who made Halo Campaign Evolved, I'm sure almost none, if not zero completely, worked on the original Halo. I mean, these are people who are just making it's an old game. I wouldn't doubt if most of those people have moved up on whatever and aren't making games, but they sure as hell should be talking to them in order to make sure that they're getting shit right and not just making it up as they go. Oh, we already read that one. So we've got this video right here from our friend of the channel, Real Life Fake Wizard. We're going to go ahead and give that a thumbs up right now. Now, he went over Halo Campaign Evolved being a complete disaster. I want to watch this. Let's watch it together, shall we? Now we know how Trump feels. Yes, exactly. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, we know. Absolutely.
Hello. I'm the Real Life Fake Wizard. On July 28th, 2026, Halo Campaign Evolved fully released worldwide. If you bought the premium editions, you got a few days early access to Microsoft's Unreal Engine 5 remake of Halo Campaign Evolved, sold as the start of a new era for the franchise that built Xbox. Within the first 30 minutes of gameplay on the newly invented prologue missions, we hit a game-breaking bug on stream that required we restart the entire game from the credits again. And if myself and Hypnotic, friend of the channel, hitting this bug on stream wasn't enough for you, oh no, it's Alex hit the same bug on his own stream too. Across the internet, people have taken to posting clips featuring all the bugs that they're experiencing with this game. Across all platforms, mind you, with reports coming in that this Xbox game actually plays best on the PlayStation 5 Pro.
Oh, that's funny.
This is the 25th anniversary year of the Halo franchise, and here we find Microsoft's attempts to celebrate that anniversary and also open the door for non-Halo fans to enter into the franchise was shipped in the format of a $70
what the hell? This is 2 in a row. They just die right away.
That breaks in the opening minutes. Okay, so let's get the product details on the table here for proper examination. Halo Campaign Evolved launched on July 28th, 2026 on Xbox Series X and S, PC, and PlayStation 5. Standard edition is $50, premium early access ran you $70 in the United States. You get the Combat Evolved campaign rebuilt in Unreal Engine 5, Sprint, aim down sights, later on weapons early, vehicle hijacking, up to 4-player online co-op. Console split screen is back, skulls are back, and 3 new prequel missions called
It's like all these things they added, the game should have been kind of a banger, but man, it wasn't. And now people complain about no multiplayer. It is just the campaign. It's only the campaign. I do think $50 is too much. That's too much. It should have been 40 or 30. Let's be real.
Operation Meteorite. There is no competitive multiplayer. You do not get Firefight. You do not get Forge. You do not get Theater. The Master Chief Collection already gives you 6 campaigns and multiplayer. Campaign Evolved just gives you the remade campaign.
Yeah, see, the Master Chief Collection is the shit. That's the way to go, not
3 boring bonus missions. And you might say, Wizard, come on, the reviews are fine. Are they?
No, they're not.
I mean, if your position is that the reviews are fine, then you're only paying attention to Access Media shill reviews. On Steam right now, the reviews are sitting at mixed for many reasons.
Yep, that's what I saw.
Mentioned above with all the bugs, but also because Microsoft slapped a login wall on top of this campaign-only game.
Yes, so they did do this. They add a login, so you have to link your accounts to Steam to play it. Like, why, dude? This actually a single player game. Single player game. Why? Why do you have to do this at all? Ridiculous.
Yes, in a similar way to how Marvel Tokon requires you to sign into a PlayStation account to play it. Halo
That's what Helldivers tried to do.
Also,
remember when Helldivers 2 added that and everyone went shitstorm on them? The killer there was they added it after it was released. I feel like if that was just there when they released it, it wouldn't have been so bad. But at the same time, like, come on, it's a single player game. Why do I have to link to you?
Requires you to log in to an Xbox account to play it, should you get either game on Steam. Other Steam reviews cite crashes, stutters, shader hangs, cutscene desyncing, audio popping on the Truth and Reconciliation mission, and AMD and NVIDIA driver crashes on specific missions too. Digital Foundry flagged Unreal 5 traversal stutter and outdoor performance that can't hold the 60 FPS target. Steam Deck
rough.
users push resolution into mush territory and still drop under 30 FPS in open levels.
So no good
that's
on the
what you're
Steam
getting.
Deck?
Now, I've heard it described as...
So hold on, does
when
it say it's Steam Deck ready? Let me check. Let's go see if it says it's Steam Deck ready real quick. I don't know if it says that or not. If it says it's Steam Deck ready and it's not doing it, that's crap. It's verified Steam Deck. So it is, and they're putting it down to mush.
Halo
and
it's
not running
okay,
well. That's
but
garbage.
This really is the what
Who
if
runs
Halo
that, dude?
ran through Unreal Engine 5, the experience kind of game. And I think that's pretty accurate. This is just another thin product from Xbox with broken edges, designed almost entirely as Game Pass fodder. This game is not meant to be bought. It is just meant to be content. Now, let's talk about Operation Meteorite, which is the new bonus content and truly the only motivation for playing this game at all. The Master Chief Collection already has everything on it, including the original designs for these games. The only possible reason to play Campaign Evolved is because you're a Halo fan, perhaps, and you want to experience
new missions.
these prequel missions that take place a year before the classic campaign. What you get is about 90 minutes of Purple Covenant ship hangars and kill rooms that look the same. Encounters feel slapped together with no real progression going from one to the next. All enemy types are seemingly here.
This scene is crazy. They're doing this weird dance thing. This is so awkward and weird. It's so millennial and cringe. Like, I don't understand why this shit's in a freaking Halo game, but whatever. Genty Maxi says that she was probably watching the stream and Wizard kept dying. Nice.
Progression of the actual campaign. You know, discovering different enemies as you go
What did he play
along.
on, you know?
Weapons will show up for no reason, and from a storytelling position, it makes no sense to be finding all of these UNSC weapons ready for you to pick up this deep in an enemy ship. Weapon placement in the original game is like earning tools through level logic. Like, those weapons are very specifically there as part of the story, but also because you need them. Here in this prologue, they're just there.
Is this Wizard playing?
They're
Oh,
all
see, it's
there.
controller,
Every
though.
weapon is just there, which means
I hate
here we
first-person
find
shooter and
bad
controller.
level design. Compound this with enemies that slide on the ground when you hit them with rockets. Somewhere.
Oh, wow.
Wait, no, he glitched it. What? Did he just
What
slid
the
across
hell?
the ground?
So weird.
He ate it.
Rockets. The only thing they're missing is a T-pose, and you're left with then
This open area
the
is
story.
horrible?
Well, is the story worth $50 or $70 to play? Funny enough, Halo Studios doesn't actually care that you play these bonus missions. Instead of opening
I'm sure
the
they
game with
don't.
Operation Meteorite, these bonus missions are on a side menu, separate from the main campaign.
Oh, so it's not
Meaning you
even
have
in
to
it? That's so
choose to play
stupid.
their new canonical prologue, despite, again, these missions being the only real reason to purchase.
That's crazy. So they're just truly side out? That's dumb. So this plays like shit on Xbox. Did you do X or S? But either way, I'm sure it's not great. Wizard said in all right, so Genty Maxi saying Wizard said in game that it was glitching a bit, then Hypno would laugh at him for dying. well, Hypno plays games all the time, like he's probably used to it. But it looked to me like Wizard was playing on a controller. I'm sorry, but playing this on controller, to me, even though it's made for Xbox, I can't. FPS games controller, I can't do. I can't stand it. You got disgusted at that part? The open area is horrible. Yeah. The controller just feels jank. Yeah, it looks like it would be jank. But again, first person on controllers, I feel like they used to be better. Or maybe I just use controllers all the time, so it's just I was pretty decent with it. But once I got on keyboard and mouse, I can't do it, man.
This
Can't fucking do
game.
it.
The Covenant, in the context of this new prologue, fares worse.
Too much
than
dead
the
zone. I
gunfights,
can't deal
however. The plot turns them into operators of a human hunting preserve. This is cartoon cruelty. It's like a Saturday morning cartoon show now. Original Covenant violence came from religious dogma and imperial order.
Yes.
Humanity threatened their manufactured faith. That's scary because it's alien and it's also coherent. A hunting preserve as the new prologue to Combat Evolved is reductionist. It makes them smaller. It makes them sillier almost in a kind of sick way. Oh, and we also get a Backstreet Boys introduction to the Halo Studios
awesome.
Covenant 2.
Are they going to show
all
it?
The bad guys stand in a line while a prophet introduces client races like it's a toy commercial. Combat Evolved taught you elite leadership by making the grunts and jackals react when the elite died. You learned who everyone was by fighting. Meteorite explains the Covenant with millennial MCU-style villain dialogue.
Good
and
times.
Very, very stiff staging. This is a great case of telling and not showing. Another classic storytelling failure by modern-day game designers, and also storytellers in general. The Brutes get a new chest implant that controls their rage, a new plot device which undercuts Halo 2 and 3, where Brutes are controlled by dogma and pride, blindly loyal to the prophets. But that's okay, because as you run around,
so they
Chief
plug
and
it in?
Johnson fill any silence with Marvel buddy cop banter. Johnson being funny is fine, like that's okay. Johnson has always had personality, but constant banter with no tension underneath is a problem, because it quickly becomes boring. In Combat Evolved, his humor cuts through the fear, and there is plenty of fear in that game. In Meteorite, there is no fear. There is nothing to be afraid of, so the quips just eat away any possible tone of danger. The more that Master Chief speaks, the less mythic he is.
Yeah, I don't like him talking.
Be a stoic badass.
Yeah, I don't like him talking.
But the more he talks, the less true that is.
Military you can have like a scene where he talks, but
into
he talk a lot.
Slop. Meteorite is not bad because it's new. It is bad because it proves that this team at Halo Studios is incapable of making anything compelling or interesting for Halo on their own. This is the first major content release from Halo Studios after switching names from 343 Studios and changing teams around. If the best they can muster is a cheap, also-ran Saturday morning cartoon of Master Chief, what possible future does this franchise hold under their stewardship?
Nothing. No, it's
telling
terrible.
You, it doesn't look good. And then there's Lieutenant
Williams.
Who, unfortunately, we need to talk about. Williams is a prisoner on a Covenant ship, hunted for sport. Chief and Johnson pull her and her Marines out of that meat grinder, and she is immediately snide about not liking Spartans on the spot.
That's so crazy.
If you never read the books, you have no idea why she's biting the hand.
So she was going to get human meat grindered, right? Master Chief goes in, saves them, and she immediately doesn't like him. Isn't that wild?
Just rescued her. If you did read the books, you still watch a life or death rescue get answered with terrible attitude. And I say that because in the books, ODST doesn't necessarily like the
God, her face.
But all of this
so
means,
bad.
with her terrible attitude, that she's less of a tough badass like the writers want you to believe she is, and instead is just the writer's mouthpiece the writers want her to be. She is specifically there to resent Master Chief, to diminish him, and lecture the silent green giant
and that's
who
the
bought
problem.
the game to play. And also, consider that this is meant to be the new canon opening to Halo Combat Evolved. Like, this is the prologue now. And let's really think about that for a moment. You're Halo Studios. It's your job to remake Halo 1 in order to reignite the Halo franchise. You need to get old fans back, but you also need to get the youth of today to enter into this franchise. Okay, well, you can add all the sprinting and UE5 and gun updates you want, fine. We can debate that, that's a separate thing. But you also decide to add new prologue content that serves as a new introduction to Halo, really as a franchise. And the first thing you do is inject an extremely unlikable female character whose only goal is to insult and undermine the player character. What were you trying to say?
And think about it like this. Like there'll be people out there, this is their first Halo game. They won't know the background to it. This is going to be their introduction to it. PlayStation fans will get this, right? Because they just got it. This is their first, just some of them's first Halo. They finally got it. They've been PlayStation stands their whole lives, never owned an Xbox, never played it on PC. This is going to be their introduction to this. That's the problem.
Halo Studios? Actually, don't bother. We read you loud and clear. Let's zoom out a bit here, right? Xbox is overspending on games. Tom Henderson reported Gears of War E-Day is sitting around $400 million production budget.
I do think the Gears of War will recoup this money, although isn't that one where they're going to make it exclusive to Xbox? But it will be on PC, but the Microsoft Store at least, that could be the nail in that coffin.
Jez Corden and some
I don't know if they
others
can hold on to
dispute
that idea.
as the true cost of the game itself, arguing coalition spend gets spread across tools and other Xbox work. Okay, fine. But let's take the original report at face value for a moment that Xbox is spending ungodly amounts of money on these franchises, not just Gears. We can do that because it's being reported now that the upcoming Fable game that is nearing a 10-year development
That's a flop.
cycle
Upcoming
is
flop
getting
here.
to dangerous places of over budget. But here
Ugh.
we find Halo Campaign
And it's still a
Evolved,
mess.
which, again, is meant to restart the franchise, and it shipped a buggy, broken disaster. This game was not cheap to make. And if this game was not cheap, and it's garbage, what does that say about the rest of what Xbox is doing?
And that's the thing when we talk about it can't even get 100,000 on Steam. It can do well on PlayStation. It's going to not do that well. If this thing was expensive to make, what are we talking about? Are we talking about a $200 million? Is it that? Can it be that much? I hope not. But the problem is the team is big. So it's very possible we're talking 200 mil or more. And that's before marketing. How can it ever recoup this? Especially when it's a Game Pass fodder game, like Wizard said, where it's not really selling anything on Xbox. It's just in the Game Pass that I think a lot of people on Xbox generally have if they're playing games. That it's a subscription model, and that's the problem with this. And they're going to go ahead and release it on other platforms to make more money, clearly, but you're not exactly putting your best foot forward as Microsoft when this is what you're giving them, a buggy mess that's full of millennial writing and just problematic characters and ugly Cortanas. Like, what are we doing?
February 20th, 2026, Microsoft named Asha Sharma,
You think
CEO
400
of Microsoft
million?
Gaming. Phil Spencer retired.
I don't
Sarah
know.
Bond exited. Matt Booty becomes Chief Content Officer.
I
You
hope
know
not.
all of this? There is new leadership at Xbox, yes. June 2026 sees Sharma's management team dividing studios and laying off thousands of people
Love
with
it.
more on the way.
Love it.
July 2026 brings Campaign Evolved, which might...
By the way, the Halo studio is going to get fucking rocked next. Just be ready, because there's no way that it's not. There's no way this is not an underperformed game. It's going to get layoffs for sure. Unless they have something big coming in the pipe, right? And I'm not positive what they have going on right now. Maybe they have a big thing coming that we just don't know about in the next 2-3 years and they can't do it. But I think they will. I think they have to go through and get rid of the redundancy in there. And again, she has to work towards getting rid of the DEI and wiping it out and getting actual qualified people into the positions that can actually do the work. And they can fix the work that's already been broken. Think about that.
Was tease announced in 2024, which means it could have gone into production.
Wait. Sorry. Let's go back. I missed that a little bit.
2024. 26 sees Sharma's management team dividing studios and laying off thousands of people with more on the way. July 2026 brings Campaign Evolved, which, mind you, was tease announced in
Campaign Evolved,
2024.
tease. Okay.
Which means it could have gone into production anywhere or any time before.
Probably
that.
5 years.
This game released 2 years from the tease with no multiplayer, tons of bugs, and incoherent bonus content. Sharma should carpet bomb the employment status of Halo Studios after
Yeah,
this.
it's got to get
This
wiped.
is
You
not
got to
the
wipe
win
it.
you needed after laying off 1,600 people. And
But we've talked about this. I have talking about the Halo leadership that came in, that woman that was just a DEI manager that was put in charge of it. Like, we saw this coming, right? We can't forget about this.
promising more layoffs to come. Ship this as your Halo relaunch, and the future of those other overfunded projects looks bleak. Halo was a test of whether Xbox can still make a flagship feel
Cannot do it.
like a flagship. You get
Cannot do
expensive
it.
presentation empty extras, design cuts that betray the original, and a studio so unsure of Meteorite that it hid the missions in a sub-menu, man.
That's
What are we
crazy.
doing
I can't
here?
believe it's not built
Halo
in.
Studios wears a new name and ships the same instincts that eroded the brand after Bungie left. If Xbox is willing to ship mediocrity this poor with Halo, what are they willing to stomach for something like Gears of War? How terrible will the new Fable game be?
I'll be real though. I feel like the Gears, even though we've seen some of the devs involved, when we watch it, it looks like they're doing the right thing almost entirely. They're, it looks like a return to like what Gears used to be. But who knows what we haven't seen, right? Who knows what we'll find while playing? When maybe Dom and Marcus get a little too friendly or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know what's coming. I feel like that thing might be at least on a really good track. I do think that's going to be hit. But again, it's going to be buried at Microsoft. It's not going to be on PlayStation 5. It's not going to be on Steam. So right there, you're limiting its success. People are not going to rush out and buy an Xbox for that. I'm sorry, they're not. They're not. The one game doesn't move consoles anymore, I don't think. Especially as much as consoles cost. You just don't see it. I don't think we're going to see it. I don't think it's make a big splash. I think people who own an Xbox will buy it. And people on PC might go to the Xbox store and buy it, but I don't think there's a huge draw there if it's not on Steam. A lot of people on PC are like, it's Steam or I'm not buying it. And that is a very common threat.
Playing Campaign Evolved is like a red neon.
Not to mention that you're cutting out other countries too that just don't touch Microsoft. So if Gears of War E-Day hits Steam, you will have people in Japan buying. You will have people in China buying it, but they're not getting an Xbox and not going to the Microsoft store to buy it. That's for sure.
In the shape of a Master Chief helmet. Asha Sharma and Xbox need to clean the house even more than they already are. Another rebrand will not fix this. Another memo and moving faster will not fix this. Fire the people who signed off on this game. Fire the writers who inserted Lieutenant Williams.
You got to get rid of the
on
writers.
Master Chief. Fire the decision makers who looked at a thin, buggy remake and decided to tell us and market to us that this was a new era. This company fails at the work that used to define it. When you're not competing on craft, you really don't care. And
the thing with her, look how tough they're trying to make her. They're trying to make her so tough. Like, come on, it's not believable.
Define it. When you're not competing on craft, you really don't care. And believe me, they really don't care anymore. Do not buy Campaign Evolved, either as a reboot or
do not buy
as a nostalgia tax, as people say on the Twitters. Do not support this company. Halo Studios needs to go the way of the dodo bird because it's run by dodo birds. Until next time, create, innovate, inspire, and cancel your Disney Plus subscriptions. Man, this game is crap, but it does make you want to go play Reach again. Or ODST. Or Halo 2. Or, I gotta go. We're gonna go play more Halo. All right, bye-bye.
Yeah, Halo Reach was great. I did like that one, even though there's no Master Chief in it. I did like that one. So shout out to Real Life Fake Wizard for that. Appreciate you filling some time, buddy. Appreciate that. But yeah, if you really, really must play this for some reason, you rent it on Game Pass because it's not worth buying. And a lot of people, this is something we talk about a lot on here, is that people like to give the excuse of it's on Game Pass, but there's too many success stories out there of games that were day one Game Pass and still successful. Right? We see it all the time. So it's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. This game's a failure. People don't want to buy it. Doesn't matter. It's Game Pass. If someone's not buying it, it's because they don't want to buy it. You understand? If they're going on Game Pass to play it and putting it down, it's because to them, it's only worth a 1 month rental. It's not worth buying. People buy games that they want. Pal World was day one Game Pass. Stalker 2 was Game Pass. Expedition 33, day one Game Pass. All of these games sold millions and millions of copies. Recently, Forza Horizon, day one Game Pass. Starfield was day one Game Pass. Say what you want about Starfield, the game sold tons of copies, but it was well available on Game Pass. Right there, it was right there. But it sold, 20 million copies or something? Come on. Game Pass isn't a reason for something to fail. It isn't. Games not being worth buying is why they fail. And it just because they're on Game Pass, if they use Game Pass as the reason to basically, with Microsoft, again, they're just hurrying things up to try to fill out the Game Pass quotas, and that's why it ends up hurting them. Avowed was a rush. Outer Worlds 2 was a rush. We had Halo campaign evolved, glitchy, bug-ridden mess, not well written, but it was just kind of thrown together to put on Game Pass. This is what they do, and this is what kills Game Pass. And again, don't sell or don't put your games day one on Game Pass, Microsoft. That's the thing. Make them 10% off. Let people get a little break if they have Game Pass. Lower the price of Game Pass. Let people buy their games or Xbox. Stop cheaping it. That way you're not in a huge rush to fill these quotas. It's ridiculous. It hurts them. It hurts the games. I think it's a huge mistake. Huge. But look at this guy. Look at this fucking guy showing up. Smash JT returning to the channel after a 5.5 month vacation paid for by us. Now we all know why. We all know why. That he's a legend, and it's because, well, just give him some money. You know why. Let's see.
I need money. I just do. It's for food and vacations, not the lawsuit.
5 months on vacation, this man. Who else can do it? I don't know who else can do it, but with that 5 smash, thank you so much. You're legendary and puts us all the way past tier 1. We are now well on our way to tier 2, and we are currently 28 away from tier motherfucking 2. Thank you, Smash. Have yourself a dancing Eric. Shout out, my friend. I appreciate that. Thank you again. I hope you're doing well. Hopefully the family's doing fantastic. I do believe it is. So good to see you. Wait till she kills Master Chief for the gold club in the future. Dude, I'm really worried about the future of Master Chief, man. It's not really improving when they should be. That's the problem. They should be improving, but they're not. Ornament says, I use Game Pass to test games that don't have demos. If it's good, I buy it. If it's not, it's deleted. I actually did this with Expedition 33. I played it on Game Pass. I'm like, well, it looks interesting. I don't know if it's my kind of game. I played it, and I said, oh, I'm buying this game. I had Game Pass. I didn't have to do it. But I'm like, no, I want this game. This is a good game. I'm buying it. I did it with Against the Storm. That was one that just came by, and I played it, and I was like, "Oh, this is good." And I noticed I was playing time. So what did I do? I bought it and bought the freaking DLCs. It wasn't expensive, but this is what people do. This is very common. So when people see that a game isn't selling a lot, if they excuse it as Game Pass, the reason Game Pass is the issue is because the game is not worth buying. Do you understand? It's been too many success stories. That's it. People look at it and be like, it's not worth buying it. They either aren't playing it at all, or they're trying it on Game Pass and be like, nah. Or is this just a rental? I'm just going to blow through this and be done. It's like with Outlaws. Star Wars Outlaws. Well, there's a lot of players played it, but it only sold about 1 million copies total for a Star Wars game. Okay? Why? Because people actually went and signed up for a Ubisoft Plus Pro subscription, whatever the hell they call those things, for 1 month and canceled. To just be like, is this worth a damn? And they started playing it, and a lot of people didn't even finish the game. It was awful. Absolutely terrible. And that's how those subscription services really work. And if it was good, you know what people would have done? They would have bought it. They didn't do it. We got through all this. Oh, yeah, this is good. Double Fine, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we were talking about this. Let's go see. I actually made a post about it. Let's go see. When was this? This was in June. Yeah, early June, where Double Fine was being rumored that they were being shut down by Microsoft. Like, they were just shutting them down. But it turned out that they got out of that, the shutdown. They talked Microsoft out of it. I feel like Microsoft just let them go instead of like demanding anything. They were very, very nice about it. But anyway, the company that was costing Microsoft about $10 million a year in basically just paying developers, right? It was about $10 million a year. Well, they decided to cut bait with them. And in June, I believe this was, yes, July 6th is when we finally found out what happened with Double Fine. And they talked about they are once again an independent studio. They broke away from Xbox. They were thankful for everyone at Xbox for 7 years together, worked with them, blah, blah, blah. And so they're going to continue to be a company of their own, right? They're continue working. So this is from Tim and everyone at Double Fine. They were very happy as of July 6th. They were going independent, no longer tied to Microsoft. Well, yesterday, they laid off about a quarter of their staff, which was 23 people. And it's not a big studio, but when you're not making anything that sells and you don't have a giant publisher like Xbox just funding you to exist and release useless games like Kiln that no one even plays on Game Pass, straight to Game Pass game, not really worth anyone's time on Game Pass. They get to see how many people actually play that thing on Game Pass. It didn't keep anyone there. And it sure didn't sell anything on... I mean, we looked. Let's go look at Kiln. Let's see how Kiln did. Kiln. Let's see how many people played. There's 2 people playing right now. Wow. It maxed out at 193 people. No one bought this game outside. No one bought this game outside of Xbox. Again, not worth it, right? And it's not like it's an expensive game. It's not like it's a freaking $70 game. The game is $20 and no one bought it anyway. Is it a new Double Fine game that no one wanted? So that's what they were releasing. You think Xbox doesn't see that? Of course they do. So they laid off their staff and Double Fine decided to not tell anyone on X. They made this announcement on Blue Sky. So Pedo Sky was their mode of transportation and of this message. And they put this: today, Double Fine production let go of 23 members of our staff. As a small, tightly knit team, these actions are not taken lightly. Yeah, but you didn't have free money. I couldn't wait to see what would happen. There was no way they were keeping anyone. They're not releasing anything. Their future game had no name. No one knows what it is, right? No one has any. They apparently had a big project. What? Where? What is it? There's no name. No one knows anything. And and clearly Xbox would know, and they're looking at this thing like, nah. They said, no, this is not worth it. It's too far away. The game's probably not going to move, whatever. And so they go on to say, only the survival of our studio would ever make us consider such a painful action. Our transition to becoming an independent company also means becoming a size we can sustain. What this means, I just want to translate this in Tim Sweeney, is that Xbox was paying for waste that Tim no doubtedly knew that they were paying for. Because once it came time for Tim to pay them, he said, whoa, our studio's too big. Like, we're not going to make enough money to keep ourselves afloat if we have all of these people. I know this. I've known this forever. I'm Tim Sweeney. I run the company. I know we're not making anything. We're not making shit. What the hell are they making? No, they're making $0. It's coming out of Tim's pocket and whatever bank account that they have over there at Double Fine, which has been shrinking over the years, I'm sure. Although it's been refilled constantly by Xbox, who's just funding nothing being made. So that's the translation for Tim. That's what Tim Sweeney's really saying here. The people we are losing are all important. No, they're not, which is exactly why you're getting rid of them. They all made an impact on our games and culture, and they will be missed. Sure, they're your buddies, but they're not going to be missed, which is exactly why you're getting rid of them. You know you have to survive. Your company, Tim. You're not just a CEO. It's your company, yours, right? It's not just you aren't just someone voted on a board. It's literally your company. And you're saying, whoa, no way. We are committed to supporting each affected person as best we can, which means we'll write some letters, and we thank them for their hard work and commitment to the creative spirit we cherish here at Double Fine. This is what they posted. okay, on July 15th, they posted laughing face when people were talking about them shutting down. I wonder if they're still laughing, because as soon as I saw this, this was the first thing I thought of, was them laughing at people talking about them shutting down, which, I mean, if they don't start making money, they will. They will shut down. Let's see. This is something I talked about back on June 16th. Same day, I think, is the laughing emoji. Oh, the day after. It was the day after. Because there was people who were talking about, oh, it's so sad about what's happening to Double Fine. At this point, we thought maybe they're closing down. We weren't sure what's going to happen. There were some rumors about maybe them buying themselves out or being separated. But in any case, people were very sad about it, talking about nostalgia. Nostalgia is a way to trick people and trick your brain, right? The only reason nostalgia exists is to make you want something that you normally wouldn't want. And if you're looking at their old games, you're already making a mistake. You cannot lament a company shutting down because of what they made 15, 20 years ago. They're not that company anymore. So people lamenting Double Fine being closed down, why are they going back to nostalgia like Grim Fandango and Slave? They don't make games like that anymore. They simply do not. There's no game. Even Psychonauts 2 was not great. It was not a huge success. Again, smaller company, but you have to start releasing games that make money. If you're going to be small, you have one that sells like 2 million, it can hold you over for a while, but the bank decreases unless you have Xbox just shoveling money in your mouth, of course. So they're a San Francisco studio. They get the money there. They're based in San Francisco, all right? And they work with people like Arnita Sarkeesian. Now, this is the big one. Like, anyone who does this deserves to get shut down. We all know what she did to gaming. And they added gay marriage and queer representation into their games, while their founder gets on his knees in the name of white privilege. None of this, by the way, is fake. This is all a thing. This is Tim. He made this on Feminist Frequency for them. Anita, again, Feminist Frequency. Anita, Zoe Quinn. The shit. 25 invisible benefits of gaming while male. He was part of this, right? He spoke in this. This was him. This is where he is in his mindset. This is the guy running and owning Double Fine. I say blame Microsoft all you want. That company was already infected. Their products got worse. And it was thanks to inside leadership. Absolutely. Point right at Tim. Right at Tim. And I'm talking about inside Double Fine. And then on top of that, you have Xbox giving them money for nothing. They received nothing really from this, right? Relationship. They just gave them money to exist. Psychonauts sold well, but it wasn't a banger. The last number we had was more than 1.7 units. And I don't think it's sold a whole lot since then. But that's not a lot. It's something. It's okay, but it's Double Fine. This is a follow-up of an old beloved IP, supposedly. 1.7 million's not a whole lot, but small company. It's pretty good, right? It's not bad. That game even sanded the edges of its comedy and had Anita directly involved to make it better. That's from Tim. They couldn't ship games people wanted. They made Kiln and Keeper. These are the games. Does this even ring a bell to everyone hearing this? Do you know what Kiln is? What Keeper is? Almost certainly no. These were truly Game Pass slop games that were just, here's a game we made. But they're all just pet project games. They're not games. They're not games to make money. If we go back and we look again, we saw Kiln had 190 something people played it. What about Keeper? I believe it's this one. Yeah, I believe this is right. Let's just double check. Yeah, Unreal Engine Keeper, Double Fine Productions. There we go. Peak 191 people 9 months ago, folks. And now, like, how many did it even sell? 9. Again, Gamealytics is crap. VG Insights is more correct. 19, not even 20,000. There's no way this is right. Play Tracker, again, I talk about this. They just keep counting for no good reason. They're not good trackers. 19.2. There we go. 19.2 thousand. That's nothing. That is nothing. And then Kiln, how many did it sell? Let's go look at Kiln real quick. It sold, Jesus Christ, 5.2 thousand. Let's just say 6 to be nice. We'll use VG Insights. 6,000. And again, this one is terrible. We don't look at that one ever. So what? On Steam, they sold $20,000 between the two games, and these games cost what, $20, right? Kiln costs $20. Let's see how much Keeper costs. Probably 20 also. 30. Wow. You're not making Microsoft any money. People aren't getting Game Pass or keeping Game Pass because these things exist. These are the things that Double Fine delivered in 7 years to Xbox. To excuse their existence being paid for. This is horrible. You played Keeper, it wasn't bad, no dialogue. Would you pay $30 for it? $30, it's free, it's yours. $30 and you have Keeper. Would you pay it, or would you just play it on Game Pass and be like, done, right? Again, you play it because it's on Game Pass. It's a game, you're going through your games, you're like, I played it, and you just keep on rolling. I mean, it's just one of those. It's not worth the purchase. It's not why you stay. It doesn't move a needle. And is Psychonauts 3 anywhere in the future? My guessing is no. And would it really matter all that much anyway? Xbox said no and cut ties with them, said go pay for your own way, and immediately they said we can't. We're getting rid of a quarter of our staff. So there we go. Those games are to sell to keep a company running while they're spending likely around $10 million a year or more in salary alone. So it's about $120K, maybe even more per person in a San Francisco office of developers. It's about $120K each. Right? If not more than that. That's what they're spending. They have about 100 people there. That's a lot of money a year, bro. That is too much. That is 10 million, probably more. I think this is a little low. And that's just salary. That's not taking care of any of the other, the healthcare, nothing. Right? And the place of business and paying for the brick and mortar. It's higher. They're probably running about 20-ish million a year in expenses alone to keep this company afloat. And they made Kiln and Keeper. In 7 years, that's what they made. Right? This is Tim Sweeney. He probably doesn't really know how to run a business. That's my guess. He doesn't really know how to run a business, and he's realizing that now. No more free money. Goodbye. He has no publisher. I don't know if anyone's going to buy them. It's possible that they had this little layoff to entice a publisher. We'll see if they use this layoff to do that. They've reduced their staff. They're like, hey, we're running a little more lean now. Now we only cost $7 million a year in salaries, right? Because Tim still has to get his cut of the pie. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's something they had to do for a publisher. We shall see what comes of it. But yeah, the fact is this company, 100%, they were listless and leeching off guaranteed Game Pass money. 100%. Xbox was just shoveling them the money. And we have yet to hear their next big title. And I don't blame Xbox one bit for noticing and dumping their asses. So there you go. Bye-bye Double Fine, and I'm fine with it. Totally fine with it. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I do believe it's time for a little cleanse. A little cleanse. If you're new here and you don't know what the cleanses are, I usually find interesting videos. There's one I had that I got rid of because once I watched it, I was completely grossed out. I'm like, I'm not showing this one. It's a woman eating a stick of butter, dipping it into a Dr. Pepper. But the sound is, I think people will turn off. People will turn off the station. You know what I'm saying? So we're not showing it as gone. Instead, I'm going to show you this boss that is sitting in front of a flock camera holding up a net so it can't record in this area.
Yo, what's that piece of shit hanging on the pole? That's a piece of shit. That's a fuck camera, right? And you got the boys out here protecting it. They got like, I don't know, $1,000 worth of gold? Yo, what's your name? I'll come bail you out. Carl Dunn?
Wait, so do the flock cameras have money like gold inside? Why are we spending this shit?
G-U-N-A?
This is in Florida too.
If you hit the county, I'm coming to bail you out today. Fuck the flock cameras. And fuck you for not standing up for us. Yo, what's that?
Damn. These things need to go, dude. The flock cameras. The fact that these are in Florida is a problem. Florida is supposed to be a great state. Get rid of these things. They're just spy machines. Get rid of Big Brother. Get them the fuck out. Outside of this, we got this woman right here. She's learning how to speak. Kind of. This is pretty funny. It's Sweeney, because it was in my head. Tim Sweeney was in my head. Tim Schafer. This poor woman doesn't know how to say two. But this is pretty funny because he walked her through the cards, right? Twa, twi. You could probably get a lot of people. When you're doing it, and you're like, when you're doing it, I think you could catch a lot of people. Good one. That's a pretty good one, man. You could tell when you see it. But when they tell you, it's like, you do the milk one. Like, what's a white clear liquid? Milk. And then it's like, what do you put in a refrigerator drink? Milk. It's white milk. And then you're like, what's a cow drink? And they're like, milk. It's like, no, it drinks water, right? You can get people when they don't see the card. So I think it's pretty solid. So, well, now's the really fun part. Today in Congress, time to get political. Congress had Anthony Fauci. Had him come in there, and they had questions for him, and he didn't want to answer a single one. In fact, he had a little statement he said at the beginning, and then he pled the fifth, which is a crime, by the way. You can't do that when Congress calls you. We'll see if anything gets done, but there's some videos we're going to watch. I just think it's interesting to catalog this, because a lot of people in the beginning were like, this shit came from Wuhan. It's from the lab in Wuhan. What are you talking about? Like, how is it going to come from there and not be from the lab? And then you had the vaccination thing, people losing their jobs, people losing basically an ability to speak. People were getting banned on Twitter. People were getting banned off of YouTube for speaking against it or speaking against vaccines. You had YouTube last year was like, yeah, the Biden administration did pressure us to kick people off and silence people. And then they had that thing where they said people can come back and it's going to take time. But it all was true. All of these things were true. Well, now we got this clown's fucking journal got leaked where he was basically so happy that people knew who he was, liked him. And he talked about this with a running number of how many people are dying in COVID, which is disgusting. But someone made this. I thought this was pretty neat.
I testified before and or briefed Senate and House well over 200 times over those 38 years. During and after the COVID pandemic, I have appeared multiple times for hearings in the Senate and the House, usually under oath, and sat for several days-long transcribed sworn interviews, answering questions about the very issues that are now the subject of this hearing. However, given Senator Paul's obvious obsession, under the advice of my attorneys, I will invoke my right under the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution to refrain from answering your questions.
Yeah, so that was the statement he made when he came out, set to quite the interesting music there and video. But this got posted by the White House today, this morning. The truth, COVID.gov. This is from the White House, right? The lab leak, the true origin of COVID-19. Now, I don't know if you saw this, but this is concerning, right? This is concerning, and this goes in the line of what a lot of people thought. And yes, I agree. Like, we're talking about the people want to see Fauci in jail. I want to see him in jail. What he did today, pleading the fifth, is a crime. Charge him. Even if it goes nowhere, charge him. He should be in never-ending litigation. Even if you're charging him with something he was pardoned for, make him pull out the pardon every time. Continually charge him for something else. Even if it's going nowhere, this guy should live in a courtroom at the very fucking least. There's no reason for him to be able to function as a person anymore after what he did. Okay? They did post this about 6 months ago, right? Yeah, I thought I'd seen this before. But at least now we're seeing something. This guy went and got sit on the chair. So of course it went nowhere. Will anything happen? Like, this is so frustrating. We know he was a liar. We know he lied to us. We know he lied to Congress. He was making shit up on the fly. He knew the vaccines were failing while pushing them. He knew all of these things. But he seemed to really like camera time and people thinking he was smart. So it just feels like he was a megalomaniac pushing all this shit just just because, like what Joseph Goebbels, like this is what comes to mind, right, in history. The proximal origin of SARS-CoV-2, right? This is the official name of COVID, right? Which was used repeatedly by the public health officials and media to discredit the lab leak theory, was prompted by Dr. Fauci to push preferred narrative that COVID-19 originated naturally. So number one, the virus possesses a biological characteristic that is not found in nature. This is something they saw pretty quick. When they actually looked at the virus strain, they're like, this is not natural. We've not seen this before. This is brand new. Data shows that all COVID-19 cases stem from a single introduction into the humans. This runs contrary to previous pandemics where there were multiple spillover events. Wuhan is home to China's foremost SARS research lab. Gee, isn't that crazy? It's just a coincidence, though, which has a history of conducting gain-of-function research, gene altering, and organism supercharging, and inadequate biosafety levels. Now, this is something where there's accusations that Fauci was fully aware of this, and in fact backed this there at Wuhan, and he did back a gain of function. He's on the record of it. And then, of course, what did they do? The term gain of function was altered. They changed what it meant so they could discredit it and say, no, we are not doing that, because they changed what the term meant. They love playing with words. Like, this is their word language. Oh, everyone's saying gain of function? Well, we're going to change the definition of that then. We're not doing that at all. So the Wuhan Institute of Virology, researchers were sick with COVID-like symptoms in the fall of 2019. Months before COVID-19 was discovered at the wet market. So they got sick there with it. They were ill. This is known to them. They had it. They spread it. By nearly all measures of science, if there was evidence of a natural origin, it would have already surfaced, but it hasn't. Now they're showing here's the seafood market. Here's the Wuhan Institute of Virology. All it takes is someone from here that's sick, as we all know. There was people that's sick in 2019. All it takes is them getting out here and it getting spread. And one thing with COVID, right? People would catch it and they wouldn't even have symptoms, some people. So there could be people here that's sick, no symptom, and they're out here eating. Who knows? And then it just spreads person to person. They have flu-like symptoms. And then all of a sudden people realize, well, this is not the flu. This is something different. And then, they use it to close down the world, which is what they did. What's up, Toasty? So Fauci's pardon. Remember, he got pardoned. However, it's backdated to 2014. But why would this happen? When COVID-19 is from 2019, right? The infection started happening 2019 over in China. This is 5 whole years prior. But what happened? What happened in 2019? This is from Libs of TikTok. The NIH awarded a grant to study bat coronaviruses at the Wuhan Institute of Virology. That is what happened. Really makes you wonder. There's the grant of clemency, and it gets backdated to January 1st, 2014, right here. So there we go. Interesting. And of course, and again, Fauci absolutely backed gain-of-function research. He liked it. He thought it was great. Smash JT, friend of the channel, and also in the channel. Hey, Smash, how you doing? Here he is calling out Dr., in quotes, and I think that's very fair, Anthony Fauci, saying the face of evil. Check my tweet history. Been saying it since day one. Destroyed childhoods, killed small businesses, forced people to miss their parents' funerals, in fact, created some, I do believe, added insane levels of stress to everyone, and it continues. There's still people out there getting the shots, getting boosters, and this thing's, I'm sorry, but these vaccines, they're questionable if they do much of anything at all. In fact, it's even in Fauci's journal that they aren't all that handy at all. It's in his journal. He literally has it in there knowing people were getting sick. Kyle, I will check that out at the end, my friend, okay? Remind me. This dude needs a rot and an effing cell. Never forget what he did. Never seriously F this guy. And, I would love to see this guy in jail. I would like to see worse. I would just put that out there. I would just like to see worse. This guy's a massive pile of shit for what he did. He helped ruin the world, okay? Not just America, the world. He helped that. People followed us. People followed us and what we were doing. They did. Rand Paul, the hero we deserve. So he rips into his lion ass. Let's listen to Rand Paul.
Your conduct concerning federal records raises further questions. It is a crime to destroy federal records. Yet our investigation reveals your assistant diligently reported that she deleted tons of emails. In 2024, you testified that you did not delete federal records. Who's telling the truth? You or your assistant? The committee has obtained repeated instructions from you telling...
Yeah, so again, Fauci lied a lot of times to Congress. A lot. Okay? And that's a problem. Now, I don't know when he lied. I would have to look at the dates. Was it before the Biden pardon? But if he's lied since then, you got it. You have to start charging this dude. You have to charge him for what he did today. Even if pleading the fifth in Congress is a crime. Maybe you can wriggle out of it because it's constitutional, but you should fucking charge them. Charge him anyway.
Federal officials to delete communication.
Right, so he deleted emails after he said he didn't. His assistant literally said he did. This is Fauci's lawyer trying to hijack the hearing. This is crazy. His lawyer was told to not sit there and then kept trying to talk. He's not even supposed to be sitting there, but he's insisting on sitting there anyway. But he's not supposed to be. But he is anyway. And then he starts talking in Congress.
You're not recognized. You're not recognized. If you are unruly, you will be removed from the proceeding.
Can he get in trouble for all this? He should be. Anything he did after the pardon, they should fucking go after him for it. Look for, pull what Obama did to Republicans. Start looking for tax fraud. Look for anything. Get his ass in jail.
You are not recognized, and you are not recognized, sir. Sir, you are not recognized. You are not recognized.
That's Rand Paul talking. Who's running the hearing?
We'll hold off. But you will respect these proceedings. You were told not to sit at the table. You insist on sitting at the table. And we told you would not be recognized. You are not invited here for testimony, sir. You are being disruptive. Would you behave this way in a courtroom? No, because the judge would put you in jail. I can't do that today, but I can have you escorted from the premises. So I would say, sir, sit quietly and don't say another word. I said, sit quietly. You are not recognized.
He's still talking. Motherfucker is telling him to shut his mouth. This is a lawyer yapping still. Are you kidding me?
You're gone.
So, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to hear what the attorney has to say.
This is some fucking dumbass Democrat saying, I would like to hear what you... Dude, he's not... Why do you want him... He was not called before Congress. The fuck are you talking about? You want to hear him? Shut your mouth.
He is not recognized by the committee or the chair. If he speaks again, he will be removed from the room. This testimony is from Anthony Fauci. This is not a game with his lawyers. He can advise. His lawyers can give him advice. He's got a half dozen here. They're all allowed to talk to him.
Yes.
All right? But the attorneys are not recognized. In fact, the attorney was told not to sit at the table, and he's not obeying that recommendation. There's a row behind you, sir. That's where you were told to sit, and you're not. And now you're disrupting the proceedings. And so, look, this is the way Anthony Fauci wants to be remembered. For a lawyer not listening to the rules. That's the way you want to be remembered, and that's what you're going to do. You are not recognized, sir. Security, please remove him from the room.
Hey, the clap from the crowd. Get this guy the fuck out of here. Literally talking again. Get him the fuck out of here. What a loser. Pardon doesn't say Fauci on this, so here we go. Obstructing an investigation by Congress today by pleading the fifth. He did this 111 times.
The chairman has denied your assertion of privilege and directed you to answer, but you nonetheless refuse and stand on privilege despite the existence of the pardon. The committee will have to consider after this hearing what appropriate
This is what's crazy is he's already been pardoned from all this shit. This is the thing. He's already been pardoned from all this shit. Why isn't he answering Congress? He can't get charged for this shit. He can't. But he is pleading the fifth anyway.
Refuse and stand on privilege despite the existence of the pardon. The committee will have to consider, after this hearing, what appropriate action should be taken against you for the failure to testify after being directed to do so. It's against the law to obstruct an investigation of Congress. There will be repercussions to your refusal to testify.
He says there will be repercussions. Can we actually fucking do something? Just don't talk. Like, I know the thing, I like him enough, but what happens up here is these guys just fucking talk. This is my time. This is a clip. People will see this, and then nothing happens.
Today, Senator Peters.
You think he committed international crimes and protecting himself from that? Perhaps it's possible. It's possible. I mean, if he was dealing with gain of function research in the Wuhan lab, and my understanding is he was tied to them. Like they know who he is. Like he is tied to them. And yeah, he doesn't care. You think this guy fucking gives a shit? He likes being on TV. Now he'll try to tell us, I don't want to be on TV. I want to be left alone. Well, too bad. Too late, bitch. This guy's great. This one's a good one. This is a good one. You like this one. Let me make sure it's loud enough.
Those policies were put in place because you had moronic politicians that listened to the words of a megalomaniac who was more interested in having met a Kardashian than the suffering of the American people. And that is you. Your
Kardashians. Well, why is the Kardashians being mentioned in Congress? Come on. But it's
communities like that, to idiotic politicians who enforce those rules, arrested that mom for watching a football game with her own family.
You think he cares? He didn't care.
When that story broke, I said to myself, I cannot stand idly on the side and watch this happen. It was about 6 years ago today that I decided I'm going to give up my businesses, sell them all, run for office, run for the United States Senate. Here I am sitting in front of you 6 years later.
That's crazy. This dude couldn't take the COVID shit anymore. He literally sold all his shit and ran for office, and now he's a senator. Holy shit. He was like, fuck this. Like, it's someone like that this is the person I want to listen to you and what you have to say, because this is a working person who is like, enough. Like, this is broken. How do we fix it? Now, I hope he stays that path, right? He ain't bad to look at. see out here, he ain't bad to look at. This guy's pretty good looking.
Later, saying, who the fuck do you think you were for doing that?
Yeah, drop the F-bomb. Thank you.
It is a total disgrace what you did to this country. And to my Democratic
colleagues, they don't give a shit. You think they care? This is insane, bros. This guy was like, so Fauci's been pleading the fifth all fucking day. All day like a bitch. So what's he gonna do? Senator Hawley is like, let me try something.
Let's try something. What day of the week is it today?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
What color tie are you wearing?
If I dropped you for a second, we are back. My connection went boop, boop, and right back. We're back. All right, we're starting this over. I don't know where it dropped, so we will continue. Let's
try something. What day of the week is it today?
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
What color tie are you wearing?
Wednesday.
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to the Constitution.
What color's the carpet in front of you?
This makes my stomach turn. This guy's up here, thinks he's untouchable. Above it all, not even answering this, because he's just going to plead the fifth the entire time for everything. Throw him under the jail.
On the advice of counsel, I respectfully decline to answer based upon my rights under the Fifth.
Yo. Watch this guy. Oh, look at him. Look at him. Watch this guy.
Counsel, I respectfully
He's security, I'm pretty sure, too.
decline to answer based
said-
upon my rights under the Fifth Amendment to
Like
the
this
Constitution.
Let's just get one thing straight. You don't have any rights under the Fifth Amendment because you've been pardoned, as you very well know.
Right.
As the Supreme Court has been clear for a century and more. Brown versus Walker, 1896. When he has been pardoned, he may not stand upon his privilege. You know that. Your lawyers sitting behind you now shifting nervously in their chairs. They know it. This isn't about the Constitution. This isn't about the law. This is about contempt. Contempt for this body and contempt for the American people.
God damn. Please put this man in jail. Like, and you know what? 111 times he pled the Fifth. Charge him for 111 fucking counts. Every single one account. Not, oh, you showed up today, it's one obstruction. Every single time he pled is a count. 111. Whatever it is, even if it's 10 days in jail for each one, fucking 111 counts of obstruction because he's been pardoned. You cannot plead the fucking Fifth. And here, let's just a reminder of where we were with COVID and all this. This was back in 2025, about 9 months or so ago. YouTube admitted the Biden administration pressured them into censor Americans. This is how the government loves to get around the First Amendment. We're going to have other companies do it for us. So they are crushing their First Amendment. But we're separated from that because as the government, we can't do that. But what we will do is we will threaten and pressure companies to do it for us. And since there are private companies and private companies can do what they want, they can. This is why what I've talked about many times about with YouTube, X, pretty much any social media, I mean, really Facebook, all these things, is that these should be treated like town halls where you can say whatever the fuck you want. These are social apps or websites or whatever the hell, right? This is where people speak and they should all have First Amendment privileges there. And when you do that, and now companies can't control your speech, the advertisers can't complain. Because the advertisers are the one to complain, and then, they're like, oh, this person's saying this or that or this or that. The company's hands will be tied. They'll be like, listen, people are going to say what they're going to say. If they're not breaking the law, we can't do anything about it. It's the First Amendment right. We can't control it. All these things should be treated in such a way. They used to advertise Twitter when it was Twitter as the town hall. They stopped doing that because they wanted to not let people speak the way they wanted to talk, and they wanted to censor, which is what they did. And the government was more than happy to use these companies that way. We know Facebook was the same thing. They talked about it. I mean, even fucking weirdo CEO, that guy, forget his name right now, but he even talked about how he thinks it's wrong how far they went and what they did. So this senator lives the life Hassan Piker preaches. He cut his own hair, has a cheap car, and lives in a one-bedroom home. The guy stands on values. Are we talking about this guy? We're talking about this guy? This one? I hope we're talking about him. I want LASIK eye surgery. So do I, actually. I've been having a harder time. It's so funny. It's so funny. I was gone for 2 weeks, but in that we were visiting family. Well, I was at my mom's. Obviously, we're going to visit mom. And she had glasses. Like just these throwaway things you buy. They're like a 2.5 or whatever. And I have when things are really close or really small, I'm like, dude, I can't fucking see. And sometimes playing games, in some things, I'm just like, it fucks with me a little bit. But I haven't been able to read small print in forever. I just know. Okay. She's like, try these on. I put them on. The left eye. The right eye wasn't quite right, but the left eye, fucking perfect. I was like, oh my God. It was crazy. I'm like, I haven't read anything like this. I'm like, it's crystal clear. I'm like feeling like one of those kids who get the little thing put on, all of a sudden they can see, or they can hear, right? They get the little thing they get put on. I'm like, oh my God, I can see this. I can read this. I'm like, give me something smaller. Give me smaller print. Find the smallest print you can find. And I'm reading it. I'm like, holy shit. I had to get it here for the focus or in here, this range. But I was like, damn, I'm like, I need glasses, but I don't want them. The problem is that with glasses like that for reading, like this, I couldn't use them because everything's, this far away. It's over there. And I don't want it here. I don't want to be like John, right? Problematic white guy with the screen in my face like this all damn day. No, I need things set back a little bit. I need some comfort. I need some room. But man, being able to read small print, I was like, damn, I've been missing out? I didn't even know. This kind of shocking, I'll be real. But yeah, with this Anthony Fauci stuff, like this guy, you can't do enough bad to this guy. This guy absolutely needs to be thrown away. I'll just say it like that. He needs to be thrown in the garbage. That guy's a piece of fucking trash. Let's see. So with that, that's the last tab I had for the day, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for hanging out. But we're not done because what we have done is we've unlocked a gaming stream. But what I'm going to do is I have to go edit it real quick so it actually is in the right place and public and set to the correct time. Oh, it is pretty much set to the right time. Oh, look at me. It is already. I'm so smart. I knew. There we go. So we're going to play some more of Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon. We're going to have a shorter stream tonight. I need to get some fucking sleep. That's for sure. But before we go, I do believe that Kyle said he sent me something. Yes, indeed. We got a song. We have a song from Kyle. Okay, it's called Come Fight Me. So let's check this out before we move on and play more Fall of Avalon, which is such a good game. We've gotten to the big city. We're about to go where we just left it. We fought these crazy things. I will tell you one thing about that game is the weightiness of the melee feels incredible. Feels fucking great. All right, let's listen to the new song from Fear the Haggis. It's just called Come Fight Me. Let's listen. Let's see what it's about. Physically, maybe. What I like about this is 3 minutes. We like that.
Someone's tangentially mentioned me, sort of, kind of. He's a shill for me. Did you know that? He simps for me. He simps for me.
Hold on.
He's simping for me.
Hold on a second. The fact you got tangentially in a fucking song, Kyle, that's impressive.
Right now. Yeah, oh yeah, no. Everything's super cool. Nothing to write home about. Absolutely have not had to scrub my information from the internet. Didn't have to remind my father to reload his gun in case anyone shows up at his house.
One of those years.
Yeah, just a totally, completely normal year of being a woman on the internet in gaming.
Oh my god.
Know what I want, what you really, really want. I want people in the industry to be a little bit louder about people being mean to other people. And maybe say it's not a good.
But only one way. It can only be one way. The industry's allowed to be mean the other way and make terrible shit and make fun of people in their art. But when people realize this, well, we have to not allow that. That let's just be real.
Maybe say we don't want you around if you're going to be a cunt and hateful, and that the games industry is diverse naturally, not because anyone's making them be diverse, because the world is diverse. You stupid motherfucker.
This is the whole thing quotes.
Yes and no. We're in a weird spot because, like, I think Twitter, like, a few years ago was like a good space for organizing, and, like, I don't know. It felt like a space that you could have conversations in that were, like, pretty well policed. And now, I've reported thousands of tweets that are like, we didn't find anything wrong with this. And it's like, they're telling me they're gonna kill me. I'm like, yeah, no, sorry, we're not banning this one. So that's a little frustrating.
That didn't happen.
But
that never happened, by the way.
Yeah, I think it's probably technically better. Although it doesn't feel better. But you know, if anyone's gonna deal with it, I'd rather it be me. You know what I want.
It's a literal transfer.
What you really, really want. I want people in the industry to be a little bit louder.
I see the outro
About people
coming.
being mean to other people. And maybe say it's not a good thing. Maybe say it's not a good thing. Don't want you around if you're going to be a cunt and hateful. And that the games industry is diverse naturally. Not because anyone's making them be diverse. Because the world is diverse. You stupid motherfucker.
It's her voice? I don't think it
If you have
is.
a problem with that, come fight me. Physically, bitch.
Oh my god, Kyle. That's fucking ridiculous, bro. Thank you very much. It's really her voice? It's her voice, though? Man, it's just off. It's a little. It doesn't sound quite. That shit's fucking funny, though. That shit's funny, dude. Oh my god. Ugh. Banger. There we go. Banger alert. Yeah, now I know why you said. Oh, what the fuck? Now I know why you said that. That Smash can't play it. We all know why. He's getting sued by this bitch. Dumbass bitch. God damn it. Well, with that, thank you for the outro, Kyle. I appreciate you. But with that, we're going to be going to our gaming stream. We have hit tier 1. We are playing Fall of Avalon. Or Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon. There we go. That's the name. That's the full name. And it's so good. Please come and hang out. I can't wait to go play it right now, which is what I'm going to do. But with that, as always, they always try to get us to say goodbye, but it's never goodbye. It's always see you next time. Next time will be Friday, but also the gaming stream. Come on.
Lights are fading.
People lie.